Oh my god. Okay, let's go. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Coming through on a starry night. It's yours truly, the illustrious Phantom Thief, 𝐂𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝑑𝐒𝐀. Oh man, it's been Oh, I forgot to loop it. Oh my god. Hi! Hello everyone, welcome to the oh my god. When was the last time I streamed? Like 2 weeks ago? I'm so sorry. I've been heads down at work, but it's been going good. I'm so glad we could be here. I'm so sorry for not streaming recently. But hi everyone. Oh my god. I've missed streaming so much. I actually I almost like showed up to stream and I was like, how do I stream again? Like I was like, for some reason like my VTube studio tracking wasn't working, but I fixed it by yanking on my phone cable really hard for no particular reason, so we're good. Is the audio okay? Wait, hold on. My audio might actually end up being quiet. Let me check. Did I? Oop, hold on, wait. That explains why it looks so quiet. There we go. This should be better. All right, how's that? Oh my god, that should be way better now. All right. How's everyone doing? Oh my god, I can't believe. Well, by tomorrow it will have been 4 years. It'll have been. Oh my gosh, it'll have been enough for like a whole leap year by tomorrow. So much better. Yeah, I lowered my microphone volume because I was doing something. But yeah. We missed you. I missed being here. Oh my god, it feels so good to be back. I miss being here. You guys, yeah, I really can't believe it's been 4 years. Oh my god. It's like simultaneously, it feels like it's been really long and like no time at all. I don't know. 4 years doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it's really been like, I don't know. I've been at this for so long and I'm so happy and so grateful I could be here. And yeah, but I think today's gonna be, I think, the most relaxed part of, well, maybe it might actually be Sunday, but today is gonna be, I'm not gonna take it, it's like, we're not taking it too hard today. We're actually just I wanted to, you know, I think every year these anniversary streams have always been a time for me to sit back and really like reflect on like the past year, where I've gone, where I've been, where I'm going, and yeah, it's just and I think I wanted to make, like, you know, every year I try to make every year bigger than the last when it comes to VTubing, or it comes to my anniversary streams. So I was like, well, how do we go bigger than last year? I mean, than the past couple years. We make it a 3-day event and we really split things up. So it's not gonna be like a whole like 3-day stream like continuously, but like 3 days in a row. But yeah, today's gonna be a bit more relaxed. But I do want to talk. Speaking of being around for 4 years, and you know, like it being kind of a long time, but also not really. Yeah, there's a lot in store. Hopefully, I think tomorrow will be the main celebration, and. But yeah, I wanted this year, I guess maybe from now on, I'll start theming my anniversaries. So it looks like the theme for this year is looking back to the past. It was like the past, present, and the future, it seems like. So today we're gonna be looking at a little bit of the past, and then tomorrow we'll be looking at now. We're gonna have a new outfit reveal, and I feel so bad. I haven't like been doing much like marketing at all. I keep forgetting to like post, but yeah. Yeah, I think I did a lot of reflection for this anniversary, and we're about to see right now, actually. But I think this year, more so than any year, I really want to take a look at the past. I want to start at the past, move into where we are now, and look towards the future. And I think hopefully you guys will all understand why I chose to do my anniversaries this way. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I think there's a lot that I've done a lot of reflecting in the past couple weeks, and it sort of led me back to where I'm going in the future. And also, let me say hi before we get started. Let me say hi to everyone. Hi Black Cat, hi Prestivi, hi Red, hi Double Red, welcome. The Phantom Thief of Kurtis' past, present, and future. Yeah, I'm gonna steal the future. But I do have something I did set up. Speaking of looking towards the past, I wanted to do I wanted to take today's stream to, like, you know, look at some past streams, see where I came from, and I don't know if I've ever really talked about it on stream, but like, what kind of really got me into VTubing? I think ever since I became a VTuber, I sort of haven't really been keeping up with VTubers, since I've been too busy focusing on my own thing. But, I did prepare a little slide for today. I don't want to today's not gonna be like too, rough, but I did prepare a little slide. So before we start looking at our, I did want to look at some of my past streams and really like remember, like, take a walk down memory lane. But I do want to, I do have a bit of a slide here. Let's see here. Is it just gonna load magically when I do it? No. Okay. Why isn't it working? It's literally telling me that setup. Is it because game capture? Video capture device. There we go. That's why it's blacked out. Okay. I thought it just wasn't loading in the studio view. Okay, here we go. Like yesterday when I got this model, it really is. You know what? Here we can do something. For today, I was planning on this. I still have it here. Hello. I might need to adjust some of the settings. Hold on. Okay. Do I still remember how to use this model? Yep, I do. It's the old model. Why don't we could totally take a time and use this model. But the thing is that, hold on. Welcome back, young Kurtis. Yeah, why don't we do this stream, a bit of the stream with young Kurtis. Although, oh my god, the rigging is so awkward. This model was never calibrated with, or created or calibrated with, I need to adjust some settings, hold on. Give me a moment, please. Because this model was never really created or with, okay. I know a little bit more about the rigging process, and I know now that, Aramama rigs with, with like whether you're going to be using a webcam or are they going to be using a webcam or a iPhone tracking in mind. So since this model was originally, I didn't have an iPhone when I started out. Since this model was originally created for webcam, I never ended up calibrating it specifically for iPhone. So I have to make some quick settings adjustments to make it so like the mouth tracking actually works. So they're slightly different. I don't know, but like the new model is really great. But yeah. You have now reached president level. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my god. I haven't. You know what? I've gotten so used to the new model. It almost looks weird looking at the old model again. Cause in my mind, they're I guess nothing really changed between the two in my mind. Like in my perception, they were kind of the same thing always. I never really saw them as different things. Or like, to me, because my design is still the same. I'm still the same person in the end. So I never really saw it as like different, but it is, oh my gosh, I haven't looked at this model in so long. It feels really nostalgic all of a sudden. So yeah, with the nostalgia, why don't we go ahead and take a look at this. So I have prepared some slides as I keep talking. It is how much is 4 years in VTubing? Or how much, or I think it was originally titled like how much is 4 years really in VTubing? And I didn't think it was really that much, but I want to like, I want to go through a little bit of the history of at least the EN side of VTubing. So, because I mean, we all, I think a lot of us, I think you guys know, if you're in the VTubing community, you already know. 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐿, coined the term, you know, virtual YouTuber, and started out their channel, or her channel, in 2016, and basically gave birth to VTubing as we know it. But it wasn't that big in the West until, I would say, about 2019 is when it really started. So I've heard a little bit of history. This is mainly gonna be, I think, this isn't like rigorous. This isn't rigorous like history. Yeah, I mean, I want to share this because this is kind of, I want, okay, I can't talk. When I was thinking about how I wanted to go about doing this year's anniversary, and how I constantly think about how every year is a celebration of what came in the past year. I wanted to think about, I really want to remember where it was that I came from when I came into VTubing, when I had first started out, because I don't know if I've really ever talked about it, but there's a lot of things I just haven't talked about on stream. I guess there never was the chance, but let's see about the Kahoot. We can have a Kahoot if you guys want. I don't know, there's no Kahoot. But I've been like lightly into VTubers like since 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐿. I remember watching 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐿 when she debuted, and I will admit I wasn't too into VTubers. I wasn't like, I think I really got into it in about 2019. And then 2020 was the whole, like, I think the actual boom. Like 2020 was when the actual boom for VTubing, especially here in the West, started. But 2019 was when I think I started getting into it really. But I had followed VTubers very loosely since then. So, when is the calculation of influence come into play? I remember I'm getting off tangent. I mean, I remember, like, what is it? The emancipation, the like first line of the Emancipation Proclamation from Abraham Lincoln, because my old piano teacher had like a gold carving plaque. It wasn't actually gold, but it was like gold colored, like plaque of the Emancipation Proclamation on her wall. I don't know why. Anyways, that's off topic. So yeah, this whole presentation is gonna be more about my like how I remember VTubing back in the day. Like this is gonna be like since 2020, but this is gonna be but yeah, I've been like, I think like back in the early days, like the Wild West of VTubing, I suppose, back in 2020, I had been following it very closely. And this is sort of gonna be like, at least this is mostly based on what I remember. I haven't done like rigorous research, but I was pretty, I mean, I feel pretty confident saying I was pretty up to date back then. So this isn't like, I mean, if I get a couple things wrong, I leave out a couple of things. This is, yeah, I had a piano teacher. That's a whole other story, but let's do this first. I don't want to get off topic because I have ADHD. But yeah, let's just get into it. And this is like what ended up leading me into VTubing. So, but yeah, we all know about VTubing and how like 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐿 started in 2016, and how it had been sort of a thing. There had been VTubers mainly in Japan, but they'd never been really big. But by 2019 and 2020, VTubing had like suddenly blown up, especially HoloLive and Niji-sanji, who have always been the two foremost leaders of VTubing in the community, and suddenly it had become a thing in the West. So now suddenly people in the West are seeing their chances to become, or like people in like Western like entertainers and companies are seeing their chances to become, you know, get into the VTubing scene and make this thing happen. So our journey starts, at least for the journey for today's presentation, starts in June of 2020. Tsundere is the first VTuber agency based in North America. Yes, it was not VShojo. VShojo, I think back in the day, claimed that they were the first VTubers, the first they've been the first North American based VTubing community, agency, but they were wrong. It actually was Cinderia. And I remember seeing this online. I was thinking to myself, like, it's not, it's Cinderia. And they began in June of 2020 as the first ever VTuber agency based in North America. Their first 3 talents were like their Gen 0, basically. It was basically just a collection of 3 different VTubers: Hoshino Charlotte, Kamiko Kana, and Inukai Pudding. You guys see my mouse? You guys can't see my mouse, but Kamiko Kana is on this picture. But Hoshino Charlotte is on the left. She's the very most left VTuber, with the blonde hair, blue eyes, and red. And then we have Inukai Pudding, who is the little dog girl in the bottom middle. And I don't know, I've always like, yeah. But they didn't debut their first generation until December of that year. But it was actually crazy. I remember, here, we'll show a picture of, let me show up a picture of Kamiko Kana, who was one of the founding members of Cinderia. Here we go. This is Kamiko Kana. She was actually made, actually no, I remember this. Oh my god, I remember this. She originally was a 3D VTuber before, before getting a live 3D model by Nacho Neko. This is actually the same person, the same artist who did Gargura's model. But yeah, this is a fox girl, or they're a fox shrine goddess, I suppose. That's Kamiko Kana's I suppose theme. But it's actually crazy. I think I was watching Kamiko Kana's streams, like not this Kamiko Kana, the new one, the old one. So this model, this outdated ass model, I remember this. I remember watching her streams like back in May of 2020. I had just randomly found her online and I started watching her streams. And then I remember hearing about the announcement for Cinderia. I was watching, but when I say like this is mainly in regards to me, I witnessed a lot of the, I was there and present and like an active part of the like fan base when I was back in the birth of Western VTubing. So which is why I say like this kind of relates to me. This is like legitimate VTuber history. But yeah, I remember watching Kamiko Kana stream, and I think it was like a cave story stream, but it was like I remember like watching like the announcement for Cinderia being launched, like so. And then I was there watching like their first generation debuts. We'll get into that in a bit later, but that was really cool. But yeah, this is the first ever the first ever North American based VTuber agency. I don't know if there's anyone you guys know. I don't know if you guys recognize any of these people. I think maybe there's one here that might stand out to some of you, but yeah. Anyways, we'll come back to Cinderia. Cinderia will be back here later, but the next slide. Also in June of 2020, Mint Phantom debuts. This is like her original model. She debuted as an indie VTuber, after having failed the Hololive EN Gen 1 auditions. But I remember she just wanted to like be a VTuber. She was so determined to do it, so she went out there and got a model made and started streaming. I was not there for her debut, but I actually remember watching her her a couple days after debut. I was very into like small VTubers. For context, Cinderia here, right? By the end of 2020, when like all their Gen 1 had debuted, I think Kamiko Kana was their biggest talent at around 10k subs. After about a month of their first gen being out, I think they all ranged from anywhere to 5k subs to just under 1,000 subs. And I was there watching their debuts. So I don't know how many people there were. Like, I mean, there can't have been that many people watching like these VTubers debuts back then. But anyways, hold on, wait, I pressed the 0 button. Oh, wait, hold on, other hat jump scare. But yeah, Mint Phantom debuted back in June 2020. I was there watching her, not her debut, but I was watching like her content. she would go on to have like a, was that like a 9-month stint as a independent VTuber before graduating. Yeah, I was there. I was watching some of her streams. I didn't follow her the closest. I think I followed her the most at her beginning and the end and around the middle, I think. Like not that much. Like it was very much like the beginning and end. I think I'd been watching Mint. But yeah, this is what I remember of her. I was watching like her play like Snake.io or something. It was really cool. I think by the time she graduated in 2021, she had she had about 20k subs. So yeah. And if any of you are fans or like know Kendra from my channel, or you know Kendra Bratton, I know she's friends with like Emery, which was like another VTuber who like plays the violin, and it was actually really crazy when I remembered that like Emery was the person who made like Mint's BGM back in the day, back in 2020 and 2021 when this was all a thing. So it's really crazy to I don't know, I was really happy when Mint came back and everything. I didn't think we would see anything of her again, but yeah. All right, so later in 2020, yeah, Kendra has a lot of connections, but later in 2020 we have the debut of Hololive EN Gen 1, aka Holomyth. We have Takanashi Kiara, Mori Calliope, Emilio Watson, who has since graduated, Ninamaya Inanis, and Gargura, who has also since graduated. I think auditions for Hololive, it had been like a big thing because at the beginning of the year, and I think somewhere in 2019 a bit into 2019 as well, VTubing had really blown up on YouTube, and you know Hololive, and like I think that's when Hololive and Nijisanji and all these other VTubers had suddenly hit center stage. Like before, it was pretty much just Keys and I, but suddenly Hololive, and I think it was like mainly Korone. Korone probably did, Inugami Korone from Hololive probably did a lot because she tried to learn English. I remember she was very popular with the English-speaking community, and I think she did a lot to help with getting VTubing popular in the Western world. But by 2019 and early 2020, it had become clear that there was very much a English market or English-speaking market for VTubers, which hadn't really existed. For context, I'm just gonna put it out there. I was looking into this, and apparently Iron Mouse debuted back in like 2017. But she didn't really consider herself a VTuber then, and she didn't really pop off until the big VTubing boom in 2020. And I think past that. So Iron Mouse is not on this list so far because of that. But yeah, this is the first major splash for VTubing in the West, really, because this was such a big thing. This was like literally like, this was like the biggest thing I remember back then, because it's like suddenly we have, I don't know, it really just did feel like a whole new world was opening up. Also, hi Fazbear Flush, welcome. It felt like a whole new world was opening up back then. Just it felt really special. I don't know how to describe it, but seeing that actual English-speaking VTubers, when I think the Western world had only been interacting through clips, it felt like a whole new step. It really did just feel like the world had suddenly opened up with and something new and magical had burst forth. Like the opening of Pandora's box. It was. I remember this. This was great. But yeah. Hi Pathfinder, welcome. But moving on. In November of 2020, I think in response to this, VShojo officially launches. They had been looking into this. VShojo had been in the works, I think, since the beginning of 2020, but they officially announced announced themselves and their launch in November of 2020, and VShojo had always been a bit different than everyone else, whereas the other two major VTubing companies, Hololive and Niji-Sanji had always been more keen on debuting new VTubers, new talents, rather than taking on old ones, although they have made some exceptions. VShojo was mostly just a collection of a bunch of indies, so I think their structure was a lot less thing. This is what I like to listen to. This really started the boom in the West. I think it was probably Inugami Korone, actually. Like, I don't know if EN was really... EN was definitely a huge step, and I think they were, you know, really like they really marked the boom, VTubing really kicking off in the West. But I think it started with Inugami Korone and Hololive. Not specific. I mean, I shouldn't say Inugami Korone specifically. It wasn't just her. Korone did a lot, I think, because of her wanting to interact with overseas viewers, the few that were at the time. But I know, was it Rusha from Gen 4 of Hololive? A lot and then some of the Niji-Sanji members had been getting popular. So it was really and then I think by the time of Hololive EN's debut, the only VTuber who had ever reached 1 million subscribers was 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈. She was the only one. But Inugami Korone was really getting viral. She was blowing up, and she had just almost hit 1 million subs. And then 𝐂𝐍𝐍𝐈 gets 1 million subs in a week, and she quickly became the most subscribed VTuber in the world, and probably the record for the most rapid VTuber growth ever. But yeah, it was Korone had, I think 𝐂𝐍𝐍𝐈 just barely beat out Inugami Korone for being the first Hololive member to reach 1 million subs. Yeah, the dramatic rise. Yeah, Hachama clips. Yeah, exactly, Hachama. I think those Hololive clips and Niji-Sanji clips really helped it out. But yeah, VShojo launches here at November of 2020, and Tsunderia beats them out by a whole, 5 months as the first VTuber agency, although they wouldn't have their first generation by next month, but whatever. So yeah, VShojo launches with 7 talents, 5 of them being existing VTubers, Nyanners, Zentreya, Iron Mouse, Silverveil, and Project Melody. And I think it was 2 new ones. The virtual YouTuber wiki seems to be inconsistent on this, because they say that they had 1 new date. Because it said that the virtual YouTuber. Sorry, I can't talk. The virtual YouTuber wiki says that they debuted with 7 talents, 5 of them existing, and then 1 new talent. So that leaves Fruit. Fruit Hime Hajime were the 2 new talents to VShojo. I don't remember if Fruit was new or not, but because the virtual YouTuber wiki is inconsistent on it, but based on what Fruit's listed debut date on the wiki, and from what I remember, because I was loosely following this as well, Fruit was also a new debut. So I think so. Yeah, I think Fruit and Hime Hajime were the first new ones, but then Nyanners, Zentreya, Iron Mouse, Silverveil, and Melody had all been existing content creators by the time. I had never really been into VShojo. I just think I had known about Iron Mouse, obviously, and Vebe, and Vebe hadn't joined VShojo yet, but I had known about Silverveil and Nyanners and stuff, because they were the biggest and most leading indies at the time. But I never really interacted with them or was never really fans of them, mainly because you guys probably already know, but I'm a very I guess say so is how I would say it. I've VShoujo always scared me, or at least the VTubers associated with VShoujo always have scared me because I'm just not into lewd things very much, and they just seem to really like lewd things, or really like lewd things, so I never really interacted with them because that just wasn't my style, so yeah, but that's where VShoujo launches, and December 2020 is Tsunderia's Gen 1 debut, so now we're back to this. I do fear women. I don't fear women, I just fear, like, intense sexual jokes, I guess. Tsunderia Gen 1 debuts here. We have, from left to right, Matsudo Meru, who is now on indefinite hiatus. What is it? Yazaki Karin, that's the pink, not pink, the purple Batgirl, who is now, I don't think the virtual YouTuber wiki didn't expressly call her out for as like having been graduated and like from Tsunderia and like just being a new talent under FaZe Connect, and I know FaZe Connect accepts existing VTubers into their ranks, so this makes me think that Yazaki Karin simply rebranded to Ember Amane and joined FaZe Connect. Meru! I miss Meru! Oh my gosh, someone else knows who Meru is. And then we also have 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐄, who's a little pink rat girl over there. And then on the right, Nini Yuna, who is still active. But 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐄 graduated after like 4 months. So yeah, don't know who any of these people are. You do? You have some of her merch? I actually, hold on, I remember watching their debut. I was here watching Tsunderia's Gen 1 debut. I remember I was actually a really big fan of I think Karin? Because I really enjoyed one of Karin's covers. But Meru was really cute. It was always really cute. I remember her. She was like really quiet and reserved, but she seemed like the underdog of Tsunderia Gen 1 to me. But I don't know. She's just I don't know. All of Gen 1 Tsunderia was very charming. So uncultured. I just want to let everyone know, don't feel bad if you don't know who any of these people are. I was watching like these people, all 4 of these talents, after like a month. Actually, not even a month. I think it was like, if they debuted in December, I think by March, by 3 months in, I don't think any 4 of these were over 5,000 subscribers. I think that's how small Tsunderia was. And that's how niche I was into the VTuber community, that I remember this. I remember being there for their debuts and watching their streams. I remember watching 𝐀𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐄's graduation stream. That was a bit sad, but yeah, no. I think of Gen 1, I think Yuna was the most popular, and then Meru was the least popular. But I don't like saying that kind of thing. I'm just like remembering off the top of my head. I'm saying it as like a matter of fact thing. But I think they were all like, I don't know, they were all charming. I don't mean to say that like as if any of them were better than the others, but I do think, I don't remember. I do remember, but yeah, I think but no, I did like all of these talents. And Miori Celesta, I think you guys probably know who she is. If I show a picture. She was over there earlier. Miori Celesta actually debuts as, or becomes part of Tsunderia Gen 1. So I don't know. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, Miori Celesta is still around. She definitely got really popular. She was actually originally affiliated with MyHoloTV, which actually isn't on. I forgot to put MyHoloTV on my on here, but I probably should talk about MyHoloTV. But they were a Malaysia-based VTubing company. They were about the same size as Tsunderia, for context. But like, Miori Celesta debuts in December of 2020, like Tsunderia Gen 1, under MyHoloTV. But then I think literally in January of 2021, I think, literally like the next month, I think Miori Celesta put out a announcement saying that she would, or there would announcement been put out that Miori would be leaving My Holo TV and would be joining Cinderia. So yeah, she was a Cinderia Gen 1 member for a brief stint. Hi 27J-Way, thank you. But yeah, it was really cool seeing Miori. But this was her original thing. I should probably look up My Holo TV is a name worth putting out there. Yeah, it says is, but I don't think this is up to date. My Holo TV, I found out disbanded last year, but I think. Oh, it's a Holly operations. Okay, maybe they're not actually gone. I hope they're not gone. I don't know. But yeah, My Holo TV was a My Holo TV was a small VTubing community. Yeah, I guess I was also watching Miori Celeste's debut as well. I wasn't watching her debut, but I was watching around the time she started, which was really cool. Were they before Cinderia? They were based in the activities around June. So yeah, no, I think I remember now. I think maybe Hoshino Charlotte in Inekai Purin had gotten the idea, I think maybe they had gotten the idea to start their own agency in North America from My Holo TV, because My Holo TV debut or launches on the 20th of June, and I put here that Cinderia starts in June. They begin in June 26th, 2020. So yeah, 4 years already. Yeah. Hi, Saul Goodman. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think that's where they had gotten the idea. But actually, and as an aside, this is also something I've never shared. My original goal actually as a VTuber was to join Cinderia. Even though Cinderia was like a really small agency comparatively, I actually did really like their talents, and I don't know, I wanted to join. Yeah, My Holo TV was from before Cinderia, but I wanted to join Cinderia back in the day. I just thought it looked so much fun, and I had so much fun. Even if these VTubers were really small, they were really charming to watch, and I had so much fun watching them. And but yeah, that was a good goal. A little bit of spoilers. Unfortunately, Cinderia. I found out that Cinderia was it? They're no longer active as of last year. But and also, fun fact, they were based in Los Angeles, and. So I thought it would be really cool if I could be another Los Angeles-based VTuber and join Cinderia. But I didn't grow fast enough to meet them before they closed, so that was a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I remember all of them. And honestly, Double Red, I'm so glad someone else in here knows about Cinderia Gen 1. I love them. I just found out earlier, literally while I was making these slides, that Meru graduated, and that they're on hiatus, or that they quit, and I got really sad. Meru is I don't know, something about them. They have such it's not pon energy. I don't know how to say that in they had such just soft energy. I don't know. They were a joy to watch, all of them. She's active on Twitter. Is she actually? Oh my god, I gotta. Oh wait, I gotta go follow her. It's kind of sad because since I debuted, I've been keeping up less and less. I kept up less and less with VTubers, so it's I was really active back in the day, but once I started, I didn't have time to focus on all this stuff anymore. I'm literally gonna follow Meru right now. I want to. Does she still sell merch? I would love to buy her merch. I'm so glad someone else knows all of this stuff, or some of this stuff at least. Meru. Is it at Meru, or what is it? Or I guess I should just look up. I should probably just search Matsuro Meru. Also, I guess I should, since I'm talking about Meru. Meru. Oh, she has changed at some point. Okay. Team content when you have your own content to make. Yeah. I'm not trying to be creepy. But anyways, okay. Anyways, yeah. I keep talking about Cinderia, but that's because I really wanted to join Cinderia back then. Like, Hollow Stars EN, spoilers, would not become a thing for quite a while, and I always knew that like getting into all those big agencies would be like a no-go for me. So yeah, but I thought Cinderia would be within reach, and I really wanted to join them. But I think as the time went on, I started enjoying the idea of being independent and just doing my own thing. So, but it is nice to look back on Cinderia and everything and remember all of that. I think it was something I wanted to say. Oh yeah, but I remember like back in the day, agencies were like all the rage. The reason why like My Hollow TV is here. Like you see like right about now, we have not only My Hollow TV starting in like June 2020. June 2020. We have not only My Hollow TV, but with and like also Mioi Celesta being there, but also like suddenly Cinderia popping up, and then we have more EN VTubers. Back in the day, agencies were like the pie in the sky. I think as of recently, indies have really had a really big like popularity boost. It used to be like back in these days, like it was pretty much agency make or break. Like having an agency, because everyone was new to this idea, so everyone wanted to copy the. No one had really figured it out yet, so everyone wanted to follow the most popular model, which had been Hololive and Nijisanji, and the way they did it was Hololive and Nijisanji did it was they debuted in waves and generations. So yeah, so they that's why they so that's why all these you see all these agencies popping up, and I really remember like I'm only showing Cinderia and My Hollow TV and maybe a couple others, but there were so many small agencies popping up after Cinderia. Like Cinderia showed up, but there were just like there were a ton more. Like I don't think they ever officially became companies, but like so many more that just popped up that after Cinderia that I'm leaving out. Also because VTube Studio didn't exist. Yeah, actually, fun fact. Cinderia were, I think, around the time of Gen 1's debut, but was when VTube Studio was released. And actually, Cinderia was partnered with VTube Studio. So I think they might even still have it on their page, but the promotional images for VTube Studio were the Cinderia talents. And I think even now, even though it's been like years since 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐄, or like in any of these talents, any of Gen 1, Karin, Meru, Yuna. I don't know so much about Yuna, but like 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐶 and like Ria, even though it's been years, I think they're still using some of VTube Studio's branding. I've been to not to VTube Studio, to Anime Expo, and I think VTube Studio has had a booth, and even though she was no longer active, 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐒𝐄's model was set up in like the booth for VTube Studio for people to come test out the thing, or to or just like in promotional images. So Cinderia, it was really cool seeing that Cinderia was you know, partnered with VTube Studio and seeing things. Yeah, here. I'm gonna change to my Steam view real quick. Let's see here. Where is it? I'm looking at it right now. Let's see. I'm gonna look at Steam. Why look at Steam? No. Is it? What is gonna capture my Steam page? What source do I have that can capture my Steam page? God. Okay. Let's see. I don't want to use a display capture, but I might. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Display capture. Play capture. Add source. Okay, add source. Here we go. And let me move this back. Here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. See? Still, even so, on VTube Studio's Steam page, we have Yasuki Karin, who later becomes Ember Amano in Base Connect. We have 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝑑𝐘 right here. Go check before VTube Studio. I honestly don't know. That's something I don't know. I'm sure. I think 𝐁𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄 and Hololive had their own proprietary programs. I'm sure there were programs to do it as well, but I think VTube Studio really helped make all of this possible, really. Then we have Kanko Kana, and then I don't know who this is. Are they part of I don't know. I don't think they partnered with Justin. Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. I know those ones aren't, but that's a Hoshino Charlotte. That's Meru, her original model. I don't know who this is. That's Miori. Yuna. So these are all from 2021, and that's Liliana Vampire. So we talked about My Hollow TV. Liliana was pretty much the chief or like the chief talent or like the head talent for My Hollow TV, which was a Malaysia VTubing agency. So yeah, and they all had partnerships here. So yeah, they're all like this is Cinderia right here. This was Cinderia Gen 1. So it's kind of crazy. I love that VTube Studio still shows that. That makes me so happy. I'm glad they never forgot it. But yeah, they were partnered with VTube Studio. Anyways, I'm taking longer on this than I thought I would. Let's keep going. May 2021 is the debut of 𝐁𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄 Wave 1. And this one, oh my god, I remember this one really fondly. 𝐁𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄, always being a competitor to Hololive, debuts their Wave 1. I suppose they always called, 𝐁𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄 is always called their generations waves, I suppose. But yeah, they debut with Poma Rainpuff, who has since graduated, Alira Pandora, and Fiona Ryugu. And I remember being there for their debut. Ian is younger than I thought. Yeah, I mean, I guess it did take them. It was only like a what is that? 5. It was only like about 8 months between Hololive EN's release and 𝐁𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄's start. But this was, oh my god, I don't know if 𝐁𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄's release could ever be topped. It was VShojo has an advantage because they already had they were basically mostly consisting of existing talents or people who were already going to be doing stuff. So they had it a lot easier. Meanwhile, 𝐁𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄, they were a Japan-based company, so they had to set up a management system to work with English speakers in the Western world. Hold an auditioning process, train their new recruits, have models be done, plan for their debuts, get everything ready. So it's always a long process to get new VTubers debuted, and it makes sense that VShojo would just would come out a lot faster than just because they used to be like, hey, yeah, all of us are a group now, basically. New model reveal. For the sake of nostalgia, we're going with the old model. I don't know why. That's just the vibe for today. But 𝐁𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄's debut was such a magical moment. It was so cool. They really took into the theme of breaking into a new world and and everything, and it was such a big event. They not only had their own song, which was made by Mafu Mafu, which was amazing. Oh my god, couldn't believe it. It had such it was such a banger it was such a banger, such a magical like way to open these new talents. Like I think Hololive Myth was like you know it's gonna be good. And I think it was decently good, but I think 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐋 release was even better. They had Hanamakiya. I don't know if you guys might know Hanamakiya. Oh shoot, we're going a little ahead. Hanamakiya was also a big, fairly popular VTuber for the English speakers because she, spoke English, even though she was part of ID. And they had some of the ID members, Hanamakiya and Bonavir, do the MC basically for the new EN wave. They did such a good job. They were so funny. And they even sent like an acrylic stand to the edge of space with the weather balloon. It really felt like such a special event, and like they did such a good job. I have such fond memories of Diamond City Lights and the release and like the debut of Last Lights. It's great. Yeah, Mafu made helped make Diamond City Lights. So yeah. You see and speak Japanese, Korean, or English. Yeah, I think a lot of, at least for Hololive and 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐋, because they've always been the two biggest competitors for VTubers. I think they kind of generally encourage their talents to be able to speak Japanese at least. Besides just English, just because it's a lot easier for their management. But yeah, anyways, Hanamakiya is really cool. Anyways, yeah, we're talking about that. But yeah, Lazio Light debuts here in May 2021. I don't know if much really happened here. In April of 2021, we also had the graduations of Mint Phantom and what is it? 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐋 as well. But that's, I think from here on out, it's kind of just Tsundere doing their thing, and VShojo doing their thing. Like everyone's starting to get the ball rolling. But I think it starts to get like there's like a lot of stuff happening coming up. Literally next month is the beginning of Phase Connect. Phase Connect starts here in June 2021. I remember this. I remember seeing Phase Connect start out. I thought it was really cool. I was like, wow, another like I guess in my mind, Tsundere was pretty major. I think by this point, Tsundere had definitely like cemented themselves as like at least within like the VTuber community in the West here. And I think they were like, I think they had some association with Phase Connect. But yeah, Phase Connect debuts here in June 2021 with, from left to right, Rinko Ashelia, who normally just goes by Leah. Utatane Nasa, we have Pippa over here. Shisui Mikiru Fujikura Udoka. I'm like I can't talk, I'm sorry. I'm like reverting back to like my myself back in when I debuted. I keep stuttering. I can't keep my thoughts straight. I'm like so wired right now. Like I keep stuttering. I need to like focus, like calm down and like get my thoughts in. It's just all these memories are like flooding back to me and I'm trying to get them all out. Yeah, and then we have Akashi Iori and Tenma Mayumi. Yeah, your bestie's Oshi. He's older than I thought. Yeah, FaZe is, I mean, I guess FaZe is, I don't know, they don't feel that old to me anymore. Phase Connect has definitely established themselves as, as like a definite VTuber agency like contender. Like they've definitely like established themselves here in the West, and I think they're fairly good. I remember, I don't think I kept up with all of them. I think I specifically always gravitated towards Tenma because she's just so fucking funny. She's so, yeah, the edgy. I don't know if I don't really think Phase Connect is the edgy one. I would consider that to be shoujo, but yeah, Tenma was really funny at the beginning. I like that, but for the most part, I kept up with Tsundere more than I kept up with Phase Connect. But yeah, I think this was Tsundere's first major like competition. Because, I mean, obviously, I guess Tsundere is competing with, like, Hololive and 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐋, but in like VShojo, but not really. I think in the kind of like VTuber sphere of like the smaller ones that weren't quite the really like, like the name brand agencies, but like still duking it out. I think they were like competitors, but also like it's sort of like friendly ones. What about reincarnations? I generally don't like that. I personally think it's really bad taste. Okay, I think I started VTubing in a very different time than what VTubing is now. VTubing, because it's become so much more accessible, has definitely become a lot more casual in feel, I think. And but when I was, when I was like watching all of this, and when I was watching all of these VTubers, like all these things in VTubing happening, I think it felt a bit more professional, at least to me, and it always felt like really bad taste just to talk about previous lives or stuff like that. Even so, I don't even talk about it like at all, like even whether we're talking about VTubers or not. And even like in like my regular day lives, I still think it's rude when people talk about that kind of thing. That might just be my personal opinion, but yeah, we have Face Connect here. And and I think, actually, for context, back in, I think it was around April, when I was watching Mint Phantom's like graduation streams. I remember Mint Phantom's graduation streams like very clearly. She was streaming like Ace Attorney like 7 hours a day every single day to get through the story. She was like really dedicated to finishing Ace Attorney before she graduated. But I remember watching her graduation streams. I remember hearing about how she started out because she wanted to get into Hololive but didn't pass the audition, but she decided to do it anyways. And I think not just that, but also a combination of everything else I've talked about so far, like watching Cinderia and seeing how they were doing, seeing like Ian VTubing pop up and everything. I think it was by then I had made up my mind that I was going to be a VTuber. So I think May 2021, around the time of Nijisanji Ian Wave 1's debut, is when I started getting ready to become a VTuber. So this is May 2021 was I first commissioned the art for my model from Arimoto-san. This model that you're seeing right now. VTuber rebrandings. We can talk. I mean, I know Mint came back. That's spoilers for later. But anyways, yeah, we can talk. Rebrands are okay, but I think rebrands are okay as long as like it's like, they're like yeah. I think rebrands are usually okay as long as it's like, in my mind, if they're brave enough to be using the exact same channel and leave their old stuff up, then it's okay to talk about, I think. But that's also like my own personal opinion. I know people are very invested in the whole and like I'm not gonna say it, but yeah. Okay. Anyways, here. Face Connect launches, and literally next month in July 2021, Nijisanji Ian Wave 2 debuts. Nijisanji's model has always been more about I guess quantity over quality. I don't even want to say that because of how high quality I think at least the first couple waves of the EN debuts were, and then the fact that they still do launch new waves like when they have a new song. But Nijisanji has always had more VTubers, whereas I think Hololive definitely does seem to put a lot more care into picking out their talent and seeing who they want and really curating their collection. But yeah, Nijisanji EN Wave 2 debuts here. Yeah, the Newt Penguin Petra. I actually got the idea for my studying stream because I was watching a Petra stream. But yeah, Nijisanji EN Wave 2 debuts here, Obsidia, consisting of Rosemi Lovelock and Solen Tatsuki, who have both since graduated, and Petra Goody. Did they work on their song? I think so. I don't remember. But Obsidia is like, what is it, Blackout? It's a really good song. Anyways, yeah. And then next month, yeah, it's a really busy summer. In August 2021 is when Hololive EN Gen 2 debuts. So we have, this is when Holo Council debuts here. And we have Ceres Fauna and Tsukumo Sana, both of which who have since graduated, Hako Spales, Oro Crony, and Nanashi Mume, who has also graduated since then, I believe. Yeah. I didn't realize until I was making the slide that most of Council is gone. I didn't even realize. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Saul Goodman. Don't worry, this is very much like very niche stuff. And this is like literally how I remember VTubing. So this is like, this has very much been like, I don't know if this is confusing for you guys. This isn't meant to be like testing you guys. I just thought it'd be a cool walk down memory lane for me personally, because this is what I was like watching, what I was consuming before, like what I was looking up to before I became a VTuber. I think it's so cool to see all this stuff happen. Yeah. So they debut here, and it's a big thing. And then in September 2021 is where I make my start. So, and I had my debut stream, which we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch my debut stream, and oh my god, I am dreading. I've been dreading this day. Ever since the moment I had my debut stream, I knew I was gonna have a bad time looking back on it. But yeah, lockdown was really good for the VTuber boom. But I decided to make my debut here. So I'm actually just almost about as old as the Wave 2s for HoloLive EN and Nijisanji EN, which has always been really cool to me. I'm dreading this so much, but I think I've come a long way since then, and you know, there's just so many things that I wanna look at here. How it sounds. I've heard bad things. I am dreading this so bad. I just had a little more context. I think I forgot to change the title up there. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that VTubing started back in 2016. Which means that VTubing has been a thing for 9 years now. So by next year, I will have been a VTuber for half of the time VTubing has been a thing. Which is crazy to me. When I thought about it, I was like, I don't feel like I've been around for that long, but I really joined in like the wild west of VTubing, of the birth of modern VTubing, like here in the Western world. So I decided to make my start like right when like everything was, you know, everyone was figuring things out. Like people wanted, like agencies were popping up left and right, and I think VTubing was still a little bit like less accessible, and I just decided to debut here. And it's crazy to me to think now that after this year, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not really, I know I haven't been a new VTuber on the scene for a while, but suddenly now I feel a bit more like, how do I say, proud? Am I proud? Am I sad? Am I just surprised that I've been around? Well, I'm a VTuber from the era of when, you know, agencies and agencies and idols and you know, all of that, all of that sparkly things for VTubers, and all those hopes were first being you know, being put out there. Like they had just been out for, like they had just, all of these things for the English speaking side of VTubing had only been out for a year when I was there, and I thought I was late on the train, because I was basically waiting to get out of high school to debut. I debuted a month after my 18th birthday. I basically did it as soon as I could, because I wanted to do the things that I looked up to all of these VTubers for. Cinderia, Cinderia, HoloLive, FaceConnect, all these Mint, all these VTubers that I had looked up to, especially the small ones. I really like the small ones. I joined because I wanted to do those kinds of things as well. And I think it's a lot different from a lot of my friends nowadays, because so many people I know now have become VTubers because their friends are VTubers, or because it's like something that they can just do. VGen, I don't know if you guys know what VGen is. For us VTubers, VGen is such a godly resource. VGen is basically like Skeb for VTubers. If you don't know what Skeb is like I guess it's basically, it's a website where you can order VTuber assets on VGen. You can order things like mixes for covers, your like model artists, models, live 3D rigging, illustrations, it's such a great resource for VTubers now, and it's really helped make and like the start of VTube Studio and everything. It's really helped make VTubing so, yeah, VTuber is pretty much like an art program or like an art thing, but VTubing or VGen has made things, I think single-handedly has made things so much easier and so much more accessible for VTubing as a whole, and it's so great, especially for me, or including for me. But I'm not from the era of VGen, I guess. Or I don't want to say the era of VGen, but I remember when VGen came out. VGen was not a thing when I debuted. So I was like, so back then you had to, you know, basically DM artists for things. So I basically sent a direct message to Arimoto-san on Twitter for the art for this model, and I had to go like look around and scrounge around online to find Aramama. To do rigging. So this was back in the era where you had to really look. I made a Twitter account just so I could start looking for artists and riggers and stuff, because you had to directly contact them. There wasn't a thing for that. Hi puns, I'm reminiscing. And I didn't join with any friends. I had no friends in the VTubing space. Back then, I didn't have anyone to get me into it. I just joined because I wanted to, which I think is a lot different from most other people, from like a lot of other people nowadays in the VTubing community, where like, I guess for me, I've always wanted to take myself not so seriously, kind of just be casual in regards to being a VTuber. But I think I always still have had that air of professionalism around, like when it really comes down to it, I've always still had that air of professionalism from when I was watching VTubing, from when I was a fan, and that sort of era back in 2020 and 2021 and before. Even before then, because I'd been watching VTubers even before 2019. But I've always like subconsciously held myself to that standard and not really like, you know, I've never really taken this so casually. I've always, I don't know. So, yeah. But, yeah. Artists. I started using it because of VTubers. Yeah, I only started one because I knew I was gonna have to make announcements. Honestly, I don't really care about my Twitter anymore. Originally I had a Twitter just because everyone else had a Twitter. I basically jumped into VTubing with zero knowledge. I knew nothing about how to be not even a VTuber, a content creator. I had zero experience in content creating. I just started because I was like, fuck it. I just want to get started and see where it goes from there. I want to see what kind of person I become and see how I can improve, how I can become better, I guess. Like, see what happens and just take it from there. And I just took a leap of faith. I didn't have anyone to like give me any tips on how to be a VTuber or anything. I just had to figure it out. And I think I really just had a Twitter because I don't want to make my stream announcements, but I was literally just waiting to get community posts. I was like, I don't really care about, I've never really cared about my Twitter. As soon as I got community posts on YouTube, I just like switched over to that, and I don't really care about Twitter anymore. But it's still fun to, you know, post stuff on Twitter. Reminds me of Fire Emblem lore. Well, I mean, this is a VTubing history stream right now. I'm talking about the birth of Western VTubing, and how I was pretty much here for all of it. I mean, at least these parts that I've shown in the slides, I was here and actively engaging and being a part of these communities back in the day. And it's just so nice seeing all of this, like seeing all of these things again that I had looked up to so much, and reminding myself that this is why I wanted to be a VTuber. And I just think it's so great. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's a slide thing, but I saw, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, VTubing was a lot harder back then, even when I debuted, when I debuted, it was like in the transitional phase of becoming like more accessible. Like VTube Studio had been a new thing. There were like more and more model artists who had like people who were like wanted to like make VTuber models, and more people who were willing to do it, like, you know, like to draw, and people you could commission. So I was like right in the, I basically started my thing right in the transitional phase of when it became like popular, I suppose, or like when it became accessible to become a VTuber. And yeah, I don't know. I never really considered myself to be like part of that era that I looked up to, but I think I kind of am now that I think about it. Like now that it's been 4 years, I'm starting to pass into that era of being a holdover of the VTuber boom, and I guess that sort of makes me a veteran. I kind of feel proud of that. Yeah, no tech and no artists. Yeah, it feels really nice. Now we're here, and I have the new model now. Hold on, wait. Here we go. Here we go. And now we have this model. Which I don't know. Mikan did such a great job with this model. I'm so happy with this model and how it turned out and everything. But but yeah. That was sort of that was actually the only lead up to the stream. I can't believe it's already been over an hour. But but yeah, this was the wild west of VTubing, and that's sort of like the background of where I ended up coming from. And also, hold on, I need to change some settings again. I forgot. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, give me a sec. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Okay, back to things. Welcome back, current Kurtis. That's where I am now. I'm not young Kurtis anymore. Yeah, okay, so that was my whole little presentation. I had a lot more to say about VTubing than I expected, but this is you know how I started, and I wanted to honor that and look back on it, I suppose. Okay, and I guess now we can look at some of my old streams. I've been dreading this moment so much. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, and I guess for context, what happened in the last 4 years, has been like what? Plum debuted. I actually knew Plum, I think shortly after my debut. I met her shortly after my debut. She was one of the first friends I made in the VTubing sphere, and I just kept trucking along, I suppose. But yeah, Plum debuted about a year after I did, a little over a year after I did. Then we had Apollo. I think Apollo was soon after that, yeah. Apollo's come and gone though, so. Kurtis embarrasses himself. Yeah, hold on. Okay, before we get started, how do I actually? I've got a few streams that I want to look through. How do I sort my streams? Oldest. There it is. Oh my god, look at this. Yeah, I didn't know. Oh my gosh, look at these thumbnails from back then versus the thumbnails from now. They look so much more stylish now. But I really was out here with thumbnails. I think back then I was determined to make a new thumbnail, or at least at some point I reused thumbnails from time to time, but at some point I became really determined to make a new thumbnail every time I did a new stream. It was really hard, but I tried. Yeah, look at all these thumbnails. Okay. The glowing red eyes. Yeah, I really liked. I think back then I kind of just made all of my thumbnail shit posts. Like, my graphic design skills have definitely gotten a lot better since then. Thumbnails for a first timer. Thanks. I thought it's okay. We can see how my graphic design skills have improved since then. But okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. You guys can enjoy my new model update of me sleeping while I use the bathroom But yeah, give me a sec and then we'll get into this. Wow. Hi. Hello. Okay, we're back. Unsupervised time to commit tax evasion. Hey, I'm not telling you you can't commit tax evasion. Okay, I always feel like I'm gonna skirt a line with YouTube because I'm specifically a criminal VTuber. I feel like I constantly have to tell YouTube that I'm not gonna that I'm you know, I don't actually condone crime. I don't want to get YouTube to ban me. You know, my God, oh wow, I did not know. I did not know that my Kirby speedrun was my second stream ever. I didn't know it. I really didn't remember it being that, like, being that early in. Wow. All right, but here it is. It's my debut stream. I've been dreading this day. One of us turned into Owl. Oh, oop. Yeah, actually, a couple weeks ago, our mama just kind of dropped a new update on me without really telling, but apparently I just have a sleeping animation now. So whenever my model loses tracking, my model just goes to sleep. So it's pretty funny now. Okay, but this whole "Are you ready?" V Thief. I think originally I was kind of in two minds about it. I was like, should I have some sort of cool branding like V Thief or Virtual Thief? It's kind of like VTuber because VT. Obviously it never really stuck around because I just go with Phantom Thief. I think V Thief is like I don't know. I've always been about simple concepts, so I've always wanted to just be like, yeah, I'm just a Phantom Thief, or just a Phantom Thief, whatever. I've always been like, my model has always been like, and design has always been like intentionally simple because I don't want like people to like get confused about what I am. I just am a gentleman thief. If only IRL Curtis did that too. I mean, I'm not saying IRL Curtis doesn't. Oh God, I've been dreading this really badly. Oh. Wait, did I not have my BGM back then? Wait, when did I commission my BGM? I didn't know. I didn't remember. I knew I had like some city ambiance noises back then. I didn't know it was just this. Wow. About simplicity for. I mean, I am happy about simplicity. Good for a fan artist. Yeah, I think I'll always keep my designs simple because I just appreciate simple designs more. Where did the time go? Hi, Lance. Lance has been here since the start. We love Lance. Oh my, I gotta check. Yeah, no, wait. I had my BGM back in July of 2021. So I just decided not to use it on my starting screen. Okay, we're definitely gonna speed up a little bit, but oh God, I'm dreading this so bad. Okay, here we go. But yeah, I still am using the same damn starting screen. Why is it so low quality? Can I get higher quality? Maybe it's just the stream. For context, this was I guess I never talked about it. This starting screen that I've been using all these years was always meant to be a placeholder. It was never meant to be like a permanent thing. I always wanted to get, it was like my first foray into Blender. I had never used Blender before, but I knew I wanted like, you know, because I'm a gentleman thief in a city. So I wanted that kind of aesthetic to be, where this would be like the city that I would be overlooking. But I wasn't good enough at anything really, like any Blender 3D modeling to really execute on that idea. So I just sort of mocked this up as quickly as I could following a Blender tutorial. It took me 8 hours. 8 hours to figure out how to make this stupid screenshot. Yeah, but it was always meant to be a placeholder. I just never ended up switching it out because I was still working on the new starting screen. I just never ended up getting around to making it, I guess. So it's just here now. But I was proud of how it came out for the time. It was okay. Blender is is the temporary fix is a permanent fix until a new one comes up. Yeah, that's exactly. But yeah, this was always meant to be a temporary thing, but it stuck around for this long. I can't believe it. Okay. Let's skip ahead to where it gets good. 7 minutes keeping people waiting? Wow. I don't remember this. More permanent than a temporary solution. True. Oh my god. Should we have this full screen? I will have a full screen. It's so crunchy. Oh my god, you can see it! You can see that! Oh my god. Oh, I know why it looks so bad. Oh my god, I think, oh my god, I was on my, I was probably streaming at like 2 or 3,000 kilobits per second, or like at my bit rate instead of like 2 or 3 megabits instead of the standard. It looks so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the bitrate is so bad. And I was using a green screen back then instead of the built-in transparency that VTube Studio has. Oh my god. Wait, did VTube Studio have built-in transparency back then? I don't know. I think it did, but I just didn't know how to use it. So I was just green screening it. And for the context, I had up until I got this stream overlay, I've always made my own graphics. So this stream overlay, I decided to just get someone else to do it, but just not because I don't like want to make my own thing, but my own stream overlays just because I think if I make something myself, then I could keep tinkering with it forever and never be satisfied. I think if someone else makes it, I'd be a lot happier, a lot easier. And honestly, it's a lot easier to have someone else make it. But back then, I did everything on a budget. So beyond my model, yeah, I think beyond my model, I think I did everything myself. No, so besides my BGM and my model, I did everything else myself. My stream overlays were done by me. All my video editing, stuff like that, thumbnails were all done by me because obviously I'm on a budget, but I also wanted to just get better at those types of things. I just decided to, I think it would have been nice to make my own stream overlay again, but I decided to get one made because, I'm not like a professional graphic designer. So having someone else do it would be nice, and sometimes it's easier to have, it's just nice to have someone else execute on your idea, and someone else can execute your idea better than you. And I don't know. I think I don't know. It's just, and I think at this point, now that I've become a bit more established, I don't care so much anymore if my stream overlays are made by me, like all of my graphics or everything is done by me. I don't hold myself to that anymore. And I think it's nice to feature more people. Like, I think if I commission someone and feature and stream using their work, so like our mama there as my rigging mama, mikanmochi who did my the art for this model, or like Antara's Grape who did the stream overlay, by featuring them and featuring artists and mixers in like covers, I basically give them something to put on their portfolio. I feel like I am featuring more artists and giving them a chance to show off their work, and I always appreciate. I just like doing that and everything. Anyways, I need to watch the damn stream. Alright, whatever. Hi. Did I just say what am I doing? What's that? What that
Hello?
artifacting?
Alright, whatever. Hi.
I sound so
my gosh,
defeated.
finally
What?
live. Okay.
I sound so defeated. This is such a bad debut. What? What am I doing? Why am I sitting here not saying anything?
Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
there it is. That's the cough. That's what I was dreading. That's what I was dreading so
wow,
bad.
Alright.
Oh my god. I was dreading. Was I really that nervous? I don't remember being that nervous.
Welcome to.
I guess it was my
My
debut,
debut
and I was trying to live up to the
this
illustrious
this feels
debuts of
so,
all of the
this
agencies
feels
I looked up
so
to.
surreal right now.
The age
I'm actually
difference?
live.
How different do I
gosh,
actually
okay.
sound?
Well, hi. Just in advance, I'm going to say that I caught a cold a couple days ago, so if you hear me cough like that, sorry.
There it is.
Um,
There's the cough.
Uh,
Oh my god, dude.
It's,
I hate
I
that
don't
so
got COVID.
much.
I tested negative. It's just that
Why am I? Who cares if I tested negative?
Sick or something.
I sound like I'm at a meeting. Oh my
well,
god.
I guess
a bit younger.
Whenever I get a cold or something, I just have a cough for like
I'm
a month.
I'm not ashamed of
doesn't
it.
go away.
I'm glad I started somewhere.
But anyways,
But I'm just cringing at it.
hello.
I mean, I guess.
This is my debut.
If I was ashamed of it, I would have
I'm
taken it down.
Kurtis Hoshimoto, the Phantom Thief. It's nice to meet you guys.
This is what 0 hours of zero experience of content creation looks like. Honestly,
So-
I always think that my voice in my head. Oh my god, that was my chat box. Wait, I did end up using that. I thought I never ended up using that chat box. I did end up using that chat box. Oh my god. Okay, I will admit, I think that was one of my broader strokes of genius. Making that my chat box, I always thought was a stroke of genius, I think. Man, wow, this is so hard to watch. But I mean, everyone starts somewhere. Yeah.
First thing is
Also, okay, what I was saying was, in my head, I think, or at least from what I hear from a lot of people, I think the voice that you hear in your own head, or like the way you sound in your own head, is different than how you like the way you think you sound is different than how you actually sound, right? So people don't like that kind of disparity when they hear their own voice. I think for a lot of people, they think that their voice is deeper than it actually is. But my voice is, I think my idea of my voice is actually higher pitched than I think it is. So it's really awkward hearing my own voice, because I'm like, wow, I sound like, my voice is like pretty deep, but in my mind, it still sounds like pretty, like on a higher register in my own head. I don't know. Yeah, so in my head, I just feel like I sound higher pitched than I normally am. This wow, I did not know, I did not think it was this bad. Wow.
hello. God, I'm not.
Hi, Spyro, welcome. Yeah, I think since then,
so, first of all, as you guys might know, my name is Kurtis Hoshimoto.
I think my
or if you want to say it in Japanese, it's Hoshimoto Kaito, or
wow, I
guess
sound
speak Chinese,
so
it's
awkward.
Xin Kuai Fei.
Oh
in
my
Chinese.
god. Yeah, I guess if you wanted to say it, I've since retracted that for the Chinese name. If you were to pronounce those two kanji at the end of Hoshimoto, if you were to take, because Chinese last names are only one syllable or one character basically. There aren't any polysyllabic Chinese last names. So if you were to take the first character in my Japanese name, Hoshi and Hoshimoto, and that would be like Xing in Chinese. And then if you were to take the literal two characters of Kaito, which is my Japanese name, it would be Kuai Fei. But I said it here. I wasn't sure about it, but it's literally not on any legal documents, so I can say it. My Chinese name is Junfei, or Junfei, or I guess it would be Kuai Fei would be the Chinese definition for that, but it's Junfei. They mean kind of the same thing. Kaito, those two characters together in Japanese means a pleasant flight, or basically to fly basically. But I had based that off of my Chinese name, which means to fly into the sky. Oh no, to soar high into the sky like a bird. That's what my mom says. So because the first character in the Chinese name doesn't translate over to Japanese, I just switched out for another more common character, and it ended up being Kaito, which sounds like Kaito, which is the Japanese word for phantom thief. Kurtis had a cough and synced up with Pastis. It was so close. 2 weeks ago, I actually got a cold. It ended up being a minor cold. But it would have been it was so close to me actually. Yeah. Anyways, also, since you mentioned it, okay, there we go. Every time I get sick and someone asks me, hey, are you still sick? I just get the urge to cough. I don't know why. But, yeah, anyways, let's go back to this.
18 years old.
I made all of these graphics. I think I did a pretty damn good job.
I turned...
Wow, wait, hold on.
So, I turned 18
wait, no, I was cooking. Hold on.
That's pretty cool.
I thought this looked good.
5'9".
Oh, wait, did I just say that's pretty cool?
I turned on August 26th, so I turned So I turned 18 like a month ago. That's pretty cool. I'm 5'9".
Oh my
and
God.
my current occupation is that I'm a university student by day, a phantom thief by night, and I guess now, in between all of that, a virtual YouTuber.
Wow.
If
If
you don't know
I
what
can
a
hear it in my voice.
phantom thief is,
I'm really fighting my
I'm sure you're
my
familiar
stutter
with stories
here.
like
I'm fighting my
Arsene
stutter
Lupin
and
or,
my propensity to
Robin
talk fast
Hood, you know,
so badly.
they're kind of the original Phantom Thieves of folklore. I guess in more modern culture, you would think of something like Joker from Persona 5. Or,
Of course I brought up
I
Joker.
think Sly Cooper would count.
Of course I brought up Joker.
But I'll just sum it up for you.
I knew people wouldn't get it if I didn't say Joker. Oh my God.
We tend to steal from people that we tend to. Most Phantom Thieves tend to steal from those who don't really, need that. Need.
It is the most
things,
popular one. Yeah.
Such as
Oh my
Arsene Lupin.
God.
I
I was kind of cooking with
stole,
that.
I think,
with
paintings
these graphics
from,
though.
old
The whole like
from wealthy
computer
people
window
who
thing
didn't
actually looks
appreciate
pretty
art
damn
and
good,
and,
even from my standards now.
donated it to.
I just think the colors are off. If I had recolored this
And the language
without
that
the
I know right
gradient,
now are English, and
I think it would have
partially
been-
fluent in Chinese.
my
still
Chinese has
working on
gotten
it, but
worse.
yeah.
I've gotten way worse.
And as you can see,
You're
that
relatable.
is my full body model.
I had a really bad stutter. I don't know. Do I still stutter a lot to you guys? I've been fighting it a lot. I don't know if I can replicate it, but back like before in high school, in high school before college and everything, before I was this, I had a really bad stutter. Like it would be like this. I'd be constantly like talking, and I'd just be like, I don't know if that's like so super accurate, but I've gotten a lot better about it. Ever since I started streaming, I've been trying to drill it into my brain to talk slower, to actually enunciate my words properly, not to stutter, to like slow down and think about my words, because a lot of my problems are because I've talked faster than I can think. Here I've gotten better at it subconsciously, but
Additionally,
I'm really fighting
I can also
my
take off my mask if I wish to. I also have
impediments back then.
this hat.
Look at it! It's
It's
the
not
original hat! It's the OG hat! Oh my God!
It was very good putting this. I had a lot of fun putting together this Phantom Thief
Let's just
outfit.
people while I'm streaming.
But anyways,
Ah,
a little bit about me.
did I really
I-
put 1 mile, 1.6 kilometers? Wow.
Sorry. A little bit about me.
It's so tiny. Yeah, I can't believe the new hat looks
I
so
enjoy,
natural that I
some of my main
like
hobbies
it.
is
It
playing
almost
video
like
games.
it's
As you can see
unreal
on the slide.
that was my original hat.
My favorite game is Splatoon 2. Even though I don't like most shooters, Splatoon 2 is just I love it a lot. I also really like Kirby.
Hey, I ended up doing those
and
Dungeons
also
and Dragons.
Also
drinks.
just other Nintendo titles in general, like Pokemon, stuff like that. Yeah.
By the way, not only do I have no
I've only
experience with
recently
content,
gotten into PC
with
gaming,
content
but,
creating at all,
But it looks like I'm
or
going to be
anything.
delving into that.
I
a lot
had
more
basically
because,
zero. I had basically
because,
zero
I
social
don't have
experience.
my stream with me.
Back in this.
Not my
I
stream, my Switch with
was
me.
extremely
At my
like
college
socially
right now.
like
So
extremely like socially like in like introverted or like antisocial, and I had like no speaking of like no interpersonal abilities. So
yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I also
I've done a
play
couple Yu-Gi-Oh!
some
streams.
board games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dungeons and Dragons. Actually, those are the only two board games I play. Actually, but as for music, I typically listen to like J-pop stuff, or Japanese music. Not because I'm like not because I think Japanese music is superior. It's just because
I think I was just getting into Vocaloid around this time.
it's because like
I think I put specifically Yunosuke here.
there's this
Oh my gosh! Also, look at how much I'm maxing out the mouth here. You can see it, but like my mouth is like constantly big. Right after this stream, our mama took me into a Discord call and was like, "Yeah, we need to calibrate your model."
and all that,
so
that
it
I
was
don't get, that you
very
don't
badly
see in,
calibrated back then.
Western
Model
music, like a lot of
tracking is-
energy.
Ugh.
So that's why I like listening to that kind of music. I also just like listening to game soundtracks in my off time. As for food, basically just any Asian food. I'm Asian. I grew up eating a lot of Asian food. I love ramen. I love fried rice. I love okonomiyaki.
I'm so small on the left side,
on
the right side of the screen.
It's awesome. And also some other things I like. I like
He's
space.
trying so
I'm actually
hard.
an astronomy major in university, so that's.
I can't help but be a little bit
trying new
endeared.
things.
He's
I
trying
love
his
being in a
best right
city,
now.
especially since I grew up in sort of a small town.
It
I
was
love
so
its
hot
city
in that
feeling.
room. I remember it was so hot.
This might come out
I
of
didn't
left
have a
field, but
noise suppression
really
program,
like
so I was in a stuffy room that only with no AC that only got hotter.
I like reading light
without a
novels
fan.
and manga. I watch anime sometimes, but I haven't actually watched all that much.
Little
Yeah,
blue hair
I'm kind of a like what, heretic or something? I don't know.
He's so awkward.
Anyways,
I don't remember being that bad at talking back then.
I guess I
have
can run
changed.
a mile in about
Unless
6
I
minutes.
still talk like that.
In my
and,
prime, in
I
high
haven't
school, I
changed
could
at all.
run. I think my best time was like 5 minutes, 25 seconds. But now I'm around 6 minutes. The last time I timed myself was 6 minutes, 12 seconds. So
I timed myself once.
I like running,
So-
I don't know. I just thought I'd put that in there.
I still want
I
to
could
try
also
and beat my
play the
old high school
trumpet and
time.
the piano, and I could also cook. And like before, I said I know how to sew. All right.
That was kind of boring.
Alright, so some of my goals for
Become the greatest phantom thief. What does that even
streaming
mean?
is that, or some of my goals coming forward is
Can you
that
still run a mile in 6 minutes? I
obviously,
think so. I think I'm still definitely. You know what? There's no like. I think because my school is parts of my university are like under construction right now, so there's no like publicly available track for me to use. I really wanted to check my mile time the other day, but I wasn't able to do so because I couldn't find like a consistent place to do a mile run and see what I could get. I think as soon as I go home, I'm gonna go find a track. Or go like during winter break, I'm gonna go home and like time myself to see if I can still run a mile. But I think I can still do 6 minutes, and I want to see if I can do under 6.
I want to be the greatest phantom thief.
I definitely can. So yeah, I can't believe I did that in my first. I mentioned that in my first thing.
I want to make the world a better place. And
Oh no! I forgot about this. No, this is gonna be
there's
cringe.
a lot of people that are like manipulative and dishonest and stuff. So
and stuff.
and I'm just kind of
He
sick
sounds
sick
so
of that,
convinced.
So that's why I want to be the greatest phantom thief of this generation. I also want to learn
oh
how
my
to be
God.
a good YouTuber because that's what I'm doing right now in my off time.
You know, he's being genuine.
I want to get better at graphic design and video editing.
He's trying his best, and I
'cause
can admit
I don't
that.
know. I sort of made all.
No,
the
I'm
streaming
cringing. I'm
rules
cringing.
myself,
I'm fine.
Not like
You're the only
stream
fancy
overlay and
YouTuber.
everything, and the loading screen. And that was kind of my first foray into video, into graphic design. Like
What did I say?
The stream overlay and graphic design and video editing. I also want to learn how to be a good YouTuber because that's what I'm doing right now in my off time. I want to get better at graphic design and video editing.
I should shut up and listen to this.
Because I don't know. I sort of made all the stream visuals myself, not like the stream overlay and everything, and the loading screen.
I sort of made it.
And that was kind of my first foray into
What does that even
video,
mean?
into graphic design. I've been doing video editing for a little bit, but
The thing is that I don't convince myself. I'm not convinced of my own words though. I definitely remember that. I did say that, but it was just sort of like a surface level like overview, or like a surface level thing. I don't cringe at that line because I think it's cheesy. I cringe at it now because I know that's not what my true feelings were. I think like what I wanted was to live up to that ideal of, you know, what being a phantom thief is like, standing up to that sort of dishonesty in the world. But I still believe in like the intention behind those words, making the world a better place. But I'm not convinced of the reason. I think in these 4 years, having learned more about myself, I don't think the whole dishonesty and manipulation thing holds up. yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, anyways.
But not for like, not like seriously. So I want to see if I can get a lot better at that. I want to do speedrun streams.
Oh my god, you've gotten so much better at all of these things.
Actually, coming up, I already have planned a
Kurtis.
Kirby speedrun stream. I actually bought
back then
an original DS.
Back then I wanted to be a speedrun YouTuber. I wanted that to be my brand.
Capture card installed in it, so I could stream myself playing Kirby. Oh god, but yeah, I want to do.
Well, I still say "oh god" the same way.
I want to speedrun that and then try speedrunning other things as well, because I just enjoy speedrunning. I found that I've enjoyed speedrunning recently. I want to speedrun Ring Fit Adventure, any percent intensity level 30. I still want to do that. I still want to speedrun Ring Fit. I still want to do that. I've never forgotten. I'm actually gonna
die
doing that, but
actually, so I want to do that this stream.
I don't know. It sounds fun, and most importantly,
I have not given up on that. One day, Curtis, we will do that.
And
God, it's.
I want to say credits.
The bitrate is so bad.
I want to give my thank you to Arimoto-san. He was the one who illustrated my model, and ProjectArah did the live 2D.
Mama, thank you. Mama.
Big thank you to them too.
Sidetrack is still the same.
I also want to thank.
It is still me at the end of the day. I just gotten
for
better.
The BGM. Deadass. I listen to this. I listen to this BGM like when I'm trying to focus on homework. Unironically.
You know, I was really. Oh, there it is. Yeah. There's the cough. I can't.
Homework.
Unironically. I didn't even.
Yeah. But yeah, I want. But it's just great beat. It's just great music. I wanna give it thanks. I wanna say thank you to all of them.
You know, I stopped listening to my own BGM, not because I don't like it, but because I realized if I listen to it all the time, I'm gonna get sick of it. So I limit my exposure to my own BGM literally only to when I'm gonna stream. So when I have to stream and listen to it on my starting screen, I try to use it as little as possible because I don't want to get tired of it. So yeah, there it is, the dreaded cough.
I'm stuttering all over the place, holy. But yeah, thank you guys.
I think I literally had a sticky note on my monitor being like, don't stutter.
That's sort of what I
That's how much I was fighting my own stuttering.
Samurai.
You guys have no idea. I had a sticky note on my computer monitor.
Wow.
Literally with a reminder to not stutter.
Wow, I really don't know what to say. Because
I get excited and it's still get sidetracked, yeah.
This has been, all of this has been like.
Do you guys like that about me? I kind of feel bad for getting sidetracked so easily, but it's just the ADHD.
It's kind of surreal to just sit down. I'm just sitting down and actually doing all this.
Wait, I had to hear those words again.
A year to say, because, God. This has been, all of this has been like a year in planning now, and it's kind of surreal to just sit down. I'm just sitting down and actually doing all this.
Wow.
I'm fine.
I didn't know I said that.
I don't know. It's just kind of surreal that I get to do this, even if I don't have that many viewers yet. It's.
Oh, he acknowledged it.
I just want to make videos. I don't really care if I don't have any viewers. I'm talking to myself. But anyways,
It's definitely a lot handy, I will say. I think streaming would still be hard if I didn't have chatters. I'm always thankful that there are people in chat that are here to come and chat with me. Honestly, you guys make streams so much easier. It's so much easier to keep a conversation going when you have, new ideas to pop. Even like just the occasional chat, having someone else to like pop in a new idea and say something, literally anything. So like pop in a new idea into your head about what to talk about. It makes streaming so much easier. My first year, man, I'm so thankful. After my first year of streaming, I will never not be thankful for having viewers or for having chat. I never take having chatters for granted anymore. Which is still why I'm reluctant to do just chatting streams, just because I don't like putting the pressure on, having an active audience to want to do a stream. The stream should come from me, not from you guys. But yeah.
I want to talk about my schedule coming
He's trying so hard, and I think That was so genuine. Those words back there of just wanting to do what you wanted to do. You'll get there. Those words were so genuine.
Right now, since I'm not only a full-time university student and I have to plan out my heists and plan out and carry out my heists during the night as a Phantom Thief, and I have a part-time job in order to fund all of this.
Oh yeah, I had a
day.
part-time job during this.
I don't have time for streams all that often, but But so far, what my plan is to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 6:30 PD or Pacific time.
I held myself to that
maybe
standard.
about an hour.
A lot, like really hard.
That's not my schedule
Yes,
for now.
I am Thief.
Coming up, actually, so this Wednesday, I'm planning on playing Thief. I have no idea what Thief is about.
And I never
just know
played
that it's
Thief
called
ever
Thief,
again.
and
I played it once, and I literally.
it's gotta be my style, you know.
I don't know if it was my lighting of my monitor. It was so hard to see. It was so dark, and I
Kirby
didn't understand the
speedrun
gameplay.
you guys
I
get to
never
see
played
what
it again.
literally 2,000 hours of Kirby Superstar Ultra looks like.
And I love that. I have so many hours of Kirby Superstar Ultra.
Okay, yeah.
But I kept it up. I know I didn't have any viewers at the time of my debut. But I kept up. I kept it up. I kept talking because and like, you know, acting like I did because you know, I know that someone else could be watching after the stream. Like someone else could go back and watch the VOD and do that. And I want to, you know, I always have to put in my best whether people are chatting or not. It was a great game. It's such a great game. I have to go back and do that speedrun again.
But I want give me a sec. Be right back.
Oh, the cough. The cough is so
I made the
bad.
stream I made these stream overlays. I literally
What's that sound?
don't know anything about graphic design. I just made this myself. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. Give me a sec.
Oh my god, wait, am I fiddling with paper? Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Have you guys been hearing this like clicking noise this whole stream? I don't know if you guys have been hearing that. Is that coming up on the microphone? It has been. Sometimes I like fiddle with like stuff. I think I'm fiddling with paper. I never realized that like whenever I like, cause I have like ADHD, so I like fidget with stuff. I never realized that stuff comes up on the microphone. So I've been like, this stream, I've been fiddling with a measuring tape. Okay, I should stop doing that. I stopped fiddling with it because I realized it was making noises, but I really need to like stop fiddling with things. Gotta go. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. I also said have a good stream. I'm the streamer. What does that mean? Oh, I went to the bathroom. I know that sound. That's the sound of my dorm, first year dorm closing. Dorm room closing. I went to the bathroom in the middle of this. Wait. What the heck? Do I see the measuring tape? Here, we can show this.
Okay, I'm
Take a
back.
picture of the measuring tape.
Yeah. As I was saying, yeah, I made these stream overlays.
Wait, no, no, that wasn't me opening the door. I know what that is. No, I just remembered.
So I hope it looks good. I don't really know. It'll probably change as I figure out more about graphic design and how to do things, but yeah.
This is so bad. This is. When am I ripping paper? I think I know what this is. This is the best Kirby game. Fight me.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland is the best Kirby game. Fight me.
I said it.
It was really good. I mean, yeah, it was good. I had a lot of fun playing it.
Oh my god.
Personally, I enjoyed Kirby Superstar Ultra the most, but
oh my god.
but I had a lot of fun with Kirby's Return to Dreamland. I 100%ed that.
Was it roommate? No, my roommate was not here at the time. I made sure to do it when my roommate was
But
not
yeah,
here.
I don't know. Kirby games are just one of the ones I enjoy the most, I guess. Funnily enough, I like playing video games, but I don't like shooter games. I never got into shooter games except for Splatoon and I guess TF2.
I feel like
but
when
I
people
keep
play
track of
video
TF2.
games, they think of like
The only one I'm actually good at is
first-person
Splatoon,
shooters a lot.
and
Because, yeah.
God, I'm so hyped for Splatoon 3.
He sounds so excited. I love him. I know exactly what this man is doing. And oh my god, the whole thing with the tracking when it fucking leaves. I know that's why. It's because the z-axis is super high.
Right.
Oh my god, what is that?
I'm gonna do something stupid. So
I know exactly what's coming up. I've kept this tradition alive. Oh my god, I can't wait to see how cringe this is. Holy crap.
there's this thing I kind of wanted to do.
Oh my
on
god.
my debut stream.
There's, oh my god, I can't, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this.
Oh god, such a bad idea. Okay, so this
I know exactly what's coming up. Oh no.
I think we all know that. Okay.
He's not even talking.
Ah, shoot. Potato internet.
Oh, I think my stream was
Damn it.
dying at the time. My internet was dying. Okay.
I'm sorry about the internet. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about the internet. I'm going off the university Wi-Fi, and most of the time it's good, but today it looks like it's being bad. The upload speed.
I'm still
So,
using university Wi-Fi.
So the stream part looks like crap right now, but yeah.
It's been looking like crap. Oh my god.
Alright.
He's trying his dang best. I can see all the artifacting from the green screen that I used on the hair particles. Wow. Yeah, man, the face tracking is super sensitive. We did not dial that in. After this stream, I'm so glad our mama helped me dial in this model. I think my stream was like literally dying at this point. I don't know. Kurtis Virtual Thief, that's what it was called when I first started? Wow. I was really going, because I feel like a lot of people put like, I don't know, channel in their username to figure out if they're a VTuber or not. I don't know. Am I muted? What's going on? Did I don't remember this. Did I mute my model? Or do I just think that stream is dead and I'm just... Oh my god, the face tracking is horrendous. Oh my god, it's so horrendous. It's not because I did anything wrong. It's just because I did something wrong. Also, back then, I didn't have a good setup. I've learned now that having my face lit is actually very good. Who would have thought that using a camera to track your face, it's a good idea to have your face well lit. But my face was very poorly lit in this first year. I didn't have like a light or anything, and the light was behind me. So the tracking back then I think was very bad. I think you are muted. Yeah, me too. Me too, buddy. Face is lit, fam. How did I mute? He's trying so hard. Yeah, there's no way I was gonna get into Cinderia with a debut like this. And this is why every year, while he's muted, I'll wait for him to unmute, I'll just talk. This is why every year I do a re-debut stream. It's because, I guess, my portfolio, because my whole YouTube portfolio is like still out there. I've never like really privated a stream unless it was for a good reason. Since it's all out there, I kind of like don't want people to look at my debut stream and think that this is the only thing I have. Like this is what I am. So I do a re-debut stream every year because
we're back. Okay, we're back. I think I pressed something on accident.
I do a re-debut stream every year to make up for this horrible debut. Just to show every year where how I've gotten better at things. So yeah, the OG fan.
Okay.
I don't. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about Samu unless I get permission. So, but I did know them.
Is the audio okay? I think it's
not like personally. I think they were like a in a I guess a 2B like VTuber sibling. Although my only VTuber siblings really were from Mama. All the VTuber siblings I had from Arimoto-san, or were on an app called Irium, which has recently come to the U.S. But I didn't have any contemporaries to have, so yeah.
The audio too loud or anything? Anyways, yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to talk about Sam unless I get permission. So
but we're gonna do. I don't think this stream is scuffed enough because I think if you guys have watched EN debut streams enough, you guys know that a lot of them end up being scuffed. I'm gonna make the stream scuffed myself.
Don't worry, it's plenty scuffed. It's plenty scuffed. You don't need to add more. Although I know exactly what he's gonna do.
So what we're gonna do? Oh.
Did I mute myself on accident and then I had to repeat everything I just said? Oh my god.
Okay, this is such a bad idea.
This is where it started. I know where this is where it started. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah. This is such a bad idea.
The cough is killing me, dude.
Add your source.
Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. Did I really put up a webcam? There's no way I put up a webcam for this. I do not remember putting up a webcam. No, I didn't put up a webcam because...
I don't think it's captured.
No, I know what this is. I'm trying to capture a program. Oh, because I was new to OBS. Man. Oh my god. I was like, no, I can't be putting up a webcam because I'm using my webcam to stream, to do the face tracking.
Okay, give me a moment.
What did he just do? Am I just trying to figure out how to capture? I know what program I'm trying to capture. Am I just having trouble with this? Ah! Oh my god, I can't take this. This is so bad. Oh, there it is. There it is. He figured it out. Oh, thank god. He figured it out.
Oh, awesome. Okay, captured.
Oh my god,
right.
dude.
This is a speedrun timer.
This is a speedrun timer.
What the fuck am I doing?
Oh my god.
Okay, so.
Oh my god.
Because because I want to add a little bit of stuff to the stream.
He's doing his best. He is doing his best.
I bought these spicy noodles, and I'm just gonna eat that. I'm gonna speedrun eating these goddamn things because I've always watched people eat spicy noodles, and I've always been like, wouldn't it be easier to down if you just downed it all like as fast as you could?
This is why I eat spicy noodles in every stream. Okay. I think on a debut stream, the philosophy is you have to have like something like interesting, right? Or like something that people are gonna remember you for. Like that's gonna be like, because it could become part of your yeah. I think I've been watching a lot of like Doug and that kind of like challenge video content at the time. And like I also like seen some VTubers like I think it was Niji-san GE and Wave 1 do like spicy noodle challenges or something like that. That was like a thing at the time. And I was like, how do I make this like what do I want to do? I want to introduce something that is like specifically like out there and like crazy. You know, to like have like to have a memorable debut. Which is why every year I do this. I do a spicy noodle speedrun challenge. It comes from this, just because I just wanted, I need to think of something like memorable to do on stream, because otherwise it was gonna be like half an hour of me just doing an intro and then that was it. So I was like, I need to introduce something into this stream. Cause I know like hell I'm gonna get viewers. So I need to do something that's gonna be potentially interesting, and just go for it. So that's where this comes from. Tub of mint ice cream as a chaser when
you did that.
You know what? I have, it's my anniversary stream. I have to do it again. If you guys want me to, I will. I mean, I was gonna do the spicy noodles challenges. If you guys want, I will put a tub of mint ice cream as part of the challenge. I'm gonna go grab a thing of mint ice cream tomorrow, and use it for tomorrow's stream.
Is this a terrible idea?
If you guys want.
Yes.
He knows it's a terrible
Am I good with spicy food? No. God, I'm a fucking masochist, aren't I? All right.
Oh my god! I know I said that. I didn't know I said that on literally day one. No!
Yeah,
no! Why would you say that on day one?
We're just chilling at this point.
Oh my god! This is what this is what 0 hours of YouTube looks like. This is what
This is a bad idea.
This
Alright,
is
let's
what
do it.
0 hours.
I bought milk just in case. Alright.
This is what
Soup is actually
0
pretty
hours
awful. I
of
don't think I can do
content
the soup.
creation looks like. Oh
Alright,
my god!
3, 2, 1. Start.
I actually can't believe I said that on day 1. I didn't know I forgot I said that. I didn't know I said that on. No, okay, I can't listen to this. It's literally just gonna be mouth noises for like for a full minute. I can't. No, we're not listening to this part of the stream. I don't want to. I do not want to listen to a full minute of me just making slurping noises. This is so bad. Holy crap. No. He's talking. I can't. Okay, we're gonna listen to it. We have to listen to all the pain.
This is a bad idea. Alright, let's just do it. I bought milk just in case. Alright.
You know what? I have, I said a lot more negative reinforcement back then. I don't think I, like, actively tell myself, like, this is a bad idea. Or, like, as much anymore. Do I still say that kind of thing? I think I doubt, I might say it sometimes, but I think I doubt myself a lot less overall nowadays, which is good, honestly.
Soup is extra credit, although I don't think I can do the soup.
Did I do the soup?
3,
That's the question. Did I do the
2,
soup?
1.
We're listening to it. I have to listen to this. I have to go through all the pain of hearing this. Oh gosh, just literally just slurping noises. Oh, this is not the right music either.
Okay, it's not too
Oh my
bad so
God.
far.
Stop talking to. Actually, no, I don't care. Actually, just do it. Oh my God, I couldn't have shown a picture or anything. I could have just like, I should have put a PNG on the screen, dude. Oh my God.
Oh God, there's so much more noodles than I thought there were gonna be. Oh fuck.
Ain't no quitter. That's so cool. Oh my God. Might be louder for me than it is for you guys. But I know past Kurtis, past this. He wasn't a quitter. Oh, stop making noises. Stop making noises.
Okay.
I was doing this on a cold. I'm just realizing. I had a cold doing this. I actually had a sore throat.
Oh God. Are you supposed to enjoy this or? Oh God. Fuck. Do some people enjoy eating this? Oh God.
Stop.
Oh, just only for the challenge.
Stop. Oh God.
Okay. It's getting better.
It's so
okay,
painful
it doesn't
to
hurt as
watch.
much as I thought. Okay, it's starting to hurt more.
It's so
Hi.
bad.
Hi Jupiter. I'm speedrunning eating spicy noodles. Oh God.
Oh my God, Kid Jupiter. Oh, I forgot about them. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta pause. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've gotten a lot better with spicy food since then. Oh my God, I forgot about Jupiter. Oh my gosh. I don't think they ever ended up debuting. Okay. Did I ever talk about this? I don't think I ever talked about. I mean, I think I talked about it. I'm sure I've talked about it on stream at some point. You know, since I already mentioned at the beginning, at the top of the stream, how like, you know, agencies were like, back then, agencies were like the, you know, the big thing. Like VTubing for fun, like casually, like as an indie streamer wasn't really an established thing, and even if it was, like with Mint Phantom or anything, like some people did do it, but for the most part, indie streamers still approached streaming much in the same way that like the corporate VTubers did, where you had an era where you had like some sort of professionalism, because that was VTubing, like the idea of VTubing, was still very much tied to the big companies like Hololive and Nijisanji. So back then you would like even like indie VTubers would stream with like I guess like not so casually. I feel like not like a Twitch streamer basically. Like this, like I guess like sort of like I don't know how to describe it. Like an idol streaming, I suppose. But anyways, yeah, that's why like agencies were still a big thing. And everyone wanted to join an agency. Or like even like a VTuber group. This 𝐀𝐍𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐘 person is from actually a VTuber group that I had signed up for, but had never really announced that I was part of. They were supposed to like. I mean, I guess I never really like officially affiliated myself with them, and I never like, and I was sort of like waiting to see where if anything would happen with them, before I did anything or really actually announced anything. So I never announced it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't. But yeah, it was called like Starshine Live or something, but it was like originally meant to be like, oh yeah, like because agencies were such a big thing and everyone started an agency. It was just like a small agency I had like tentatively signed up for, and we had been members together. But not to overshare. Yeah, no, I'm not oversharing anything, honestly. It didn't like nothing ended up panning out with that whole thing, and like I just stayed indie. I didn't even ever plan to fully join this Starshine Live thing. I just sort of signed up just for the sake of it, and then I think I ended up finding out that like I think the person organizing it was a minor, so I was like, that's kind of right out. That's like this is not a company thing, or like this is not a serious thing at all. So at that point, I just left the server, and they hadn't even contacted me afterwards. So I just left. Explore videos as often as agencies. I think it's yeah, I guess. Just because lore videos take a bit to produce. Yeah, I'm not oversharing anything. It's not like I didn't sign any contracts or anything. It was just literally a Google form, and yeah, I mainly just joined just because, you know, agencies were such like a big thing back then, but I literally never announced it, and I never affiliated myself with them, so it never panned out, and it was all fine. And I mean, I never even planned to stick with them anyways, so it's fine. Nothing wrong with the other people though. Like I think Jupiter was cool. I don't know someone else was there. Their name was Mai. They were I still see their stuff on Twitter, but I never really ended up interacting with them or anything. So I think I can share that. It's fine.
God, why did I do this? Oh God.
I can't believe I did this though. I still can't believe I did this.
What?
Oh my God.
Oh God. Okay, it hurts slightly less than I thought it would.
Ah! No!
But it just tastes really bad because it's just super bitter. It tastes like gasoline. Oh God.
Yeah, that's actually the main reason why I can't take spicy food. It's not that like I don't like spicy. I mean, I think adding spice to some food every once in a while can like it's nice. It can like add a new kick to the flavors of the food. The problem I have with spicy things is that I guess for some reason if too much like spice oils build up on my tongue, it just ends up tasting like really like super bitter to me. I just said gasoline because it was a description I read from a Percy Jackson book. But it just ends up tasting like super bitter, and I can't taste any of the other food. I don't know. I that might just be a me thing because a lot of other people when I talk to them don't like experience that kind of thing. But that's just me. I just can't take too much spicy, not because it hurts. Not because I can't not because it hurts and I think it hurts me, but because it just tastes really bad. When it's too much spice. Maybe, I guess. I can't. It's just slurping noise. Why is he? Oh! I thought I was throwing up. No, it's just me coughing because I was sick. Right.
All right.
This is a bad combination. Why did I
Done.
think to do
Wait,
this?
fuck.
Oh my
Why is it
God.
stopping? 2 minutes. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna go get some milk. Fuck.
Did I do the soup? I can't believe this. Oh my God. I can't believe this is my debut.
I went out and bought milk yesterday just for this.
I can't believe this is it. We can't taste the flavor of the food, then we might just grab a bottle of hot sauce and drink it. Speaking of drinking a bottle of hot sauce, that was the only stream that I ever ended early and unlisted, just because I was so unhappy with it. Every other stream, I was actually concerned for my my personal information safety, or someone else requested the stream to be taken down. I've never unlisted a stream. I want them all to be visible. There was one stream I did where it was pretty much just drinking a bottle of hot sauce, and I actively unlisted that one because this is a horrible content, and I don't think anyone wants to watch this. I'm not even having fun doing this. Yeah, it was, oh god. Oh my god. And this was an early stream too. This was in my first 6 months of streaming. I played my first 4 months, and I know for a fact no one viewed the stream. It was like a 0 viewer stream. So no one saw the stream. It's fine. But oh my god. 1 hour of Kurtis suffering? Pretty much. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. Destroy taste buds any %. I can't imagine this from Jupiter's perspective. She just joined in the stream, and I'm freaking eating spicy noodles, and with no context, no PNGs, no nothing. This is why I do a re-debut from every year. But I always respected that. I respected that, even though I had no idea what the heck I was doing back in this debut stream. I think it's just chatting from now on here. Even though I had no idea what I was doing, and I don't think this was a good idea to do my first stream when I had literally zero experience doing any sort of, not even content creation, any sort of social activity. Well, I don't think this was a good idea. I still honor that. I still honor that this was my original wish. I wanted to do something, which is why I still do spicy noodle speedrun things every once in a while, when it comes to a big celebration, because I respect that. I respect that old me wanted to take a risk and try something that he thought was crazy, and I was very sheltered back then. I didn't know a lot of things, and I decided to become a VTuber. One of the reasons I became a VTuber was specifically because I wanted to try new things and learn new things, and just sort of figure it out and learn as I went. So, I had no idea. I had no sense back then for what makes good content, for what doesn't make good content, what I should be saying, how I should be acting. Even if I'm talking properly or engaging with chat properly. So I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize I'd gotten all those senses. But now that I'm watching this, I didn't even realize how awkward I was back in my own debut stream. So, you know what? Yeah, I respect it. I just tried something that I thought was out there, that was crazy, that I thought that people would enjoy. And you know what? Hey, maybe no one really enjoyed it, but I still respect the hell out of that. And you know what? I'll try to make it so that people will enjoy watching that kind of thing nowadays. Stomach health? No, I've never actually had a bad stomach day after doing any of these spicy noodle things or food challenges actually. So I think it's fine. God. My mouse is right there. That's not my mouse. That's his mouse. I think he's chugging it. I think he's chugging the soup.
I think the soup's gonna be the spiciest part, right? That's gonna be even spicier than the noodles themselves. No one wins in a fight against spicy noodles.
Didn't the ice cream challenge mess you up? It did mess me up. It messed me up pretty bad. Wait, actually no. No, I think it messed me up in the moment. But afterwards, I went out and ran, and I had the best run I've had in a while.
I will win.
Just because of all the sugar. I think he's drinking it. I think he's chugging it. No.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't do it. Don't do it, baby Kurtis.
It's gonna be... Alright, but... Alright. This is not gonna be
Don't
good.
actively rush into the microphone. If
There's
you're gonna
so
do
much.
that, mute the
There's so much soup. There's so much water.
Do it!
Oh god, it hurt. Okay.
I'm so glad. Day
Wait
one
a second.
viewers are
This
already
is-
saying do it.
This is literally just. Wait, spicy food is literally just fire damage. It's damage over time.
What? Damage over time. That's so funny.
Just like in video games when you get burned and when you get set on fire and you get and you burn.
What am I saying?
You
What
take
is-
burn damage over time?
Am I
This is
trying?
literally spice noodles. It gets worse over time.
What?
The milk doesn't help. Well, just a little bit, but whatever. All right.
What am I doing? Did I finish the noodles or not? Why did I stop the timer?
Why did I do this?
I hear the chopsticks moving around.
I'm gonna try to drink the soup for extra credit.
Man, I was.
Oh god, this is not gonna be fun. Right.
You can trick your mind.
Start timer.
Wait, was I just taking a break?
Oh, God.
I was taking a break.
Okay, yeah, that's way spicier than the noodles.
Oh no,
Oh, God.
no. So I finished the
It
noodles,
feels like a wave of fire every time I drink.
and now I'm drinking the soup for extra credit. I'm chugging it.
I don't know if I can do this. I think this is my limit.
And
I'm
he-
all
he's
for
good.
testing my limits. I think this is my limit. Oh god.
Okay, so he couldn't chug it. Okay, good to know. I think I've chugged it. I think I've chugged it afterwards.
All right, we'll try one more.
Oh, he's going in for more. He's going in for more. He's doing it. Toxic.
Toxic.
Oh my god, dude. I can't
Fair enough.
believe this. People will watch this? Okay, actually, I take it back. No one will watch this.
Oh god.
No wonder my first year was a disaster. I'm gonna put that out there. My first year of VTubing was a disaster.
Nope, I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. No wonder.
I'm not gonna do this.
I
Oh
was
gosh, no.
way
No,
less.
I am not doing this.
I was way like. I was way more incompetent than I thought I was. Oh my god.
badly food poisoned. Okay, let me just pause
Spicy
timer.
plot.
Alright, goodbye. Goodbye, timer. Yo, I got food poisoning once. From eating, like, I think it was spicy-ish noodles at a Korean barbecue place.
I remember
No one else in
this,
my
yeah.
family got
Was that
got
spicy
food
rice?
poisoning,
Was
just
it
me,
spicy
not even
rice?
like my grandma.
Yeah, and I never went back to
But,
that Korean
yeah.
barbecue place because I still haven't gone back. Actually,
Alright, I give
I
up.
told my
2 minutes.
parents I wanted to go to. I was like, hey, we can go to K barbecue for my birthday this year, like last month. I was like, hey, before I leave for university again, let's go have some Korean barbecue. I'm in the mood for that for my birthday. And they're like, hey, let's go to this one place. I'm like, that's the place I got food poisoning. No thanks. I didn't
4
realize that
seconds.
was a whole like
That's how.
more than
That's
4 years ago. Wow.
That's noodles. Actually, I'm not doing this. Is not a 100% run.
Yeah. Dang.
It tastes so bad.
You know, I've never really seen, like, my old model and my new model side by side. This is my first time seeing them side by side.
Right. Well,
Wow.
I hope that.
Kind of the same.
Sorry. Oh, give me.
Good luck and
I can barely talk.
Yeah. I will
Alright.
say though, I did mention earlier in this stream that I would be streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I kept myself to that for a very long time. I've always, I mean, because, you know, I think I mentioned it earlier that my goal for for VTubing is never like, I knew back then I was not a competent VTuber at all, not even a competent content creator. But I wanted to get better at it, so I figured I would just throw myself into it and get better over time. And I wanted to keep since I was so determined to get at getting better. Oh my god, his little sad face looks so cute, looks so goofy. Since I want to get better at it over time, I was like, well, I have to do it consistently. So I think I kept myself to a very rigorous stream schedule. It was 3 streams a week I think it was like for a long time. It was Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. The whole like, at least the first semester until I got a new school like school schedule. But for the longest time, I did keep myself to 3 streams a week, and for the most part, I still keep myself to 3 streams a week. It's sort of like, it's like I have to do 3 streams a week. So that's just like my quota. So I even my stream schedule reflects that, where I have it made specifically for 3 streams. Like I don't, like I don't have more slots on it because it's like I know I only stream 3 times a week. I have max 3 times a week. If I do an extra one, it's like a gorilla stream. I don't schedule more than that. So, but ever since then, ever since day 1, I have kept myself to a very strict schedule. I've gotten looser with it over the years, mainly because streaming's been a lot easier now. I'm a lot better at it, and I'm not getting as much, like, I guess, I'm not learning as much skill. It doesn't take as much, like, it doesn't take as, what? It's not as hard for me to stream anymore. So, it's not like I have a whole lot more to learn.
Alright.
So, I stream consistently.
I
stream a little bit less consistently. But I still, like, keep myself to my schedule, and if I
know I'm good.
But yeah, I remember keeping myself to a schedule, like, really intensely back then. Just because I really wanted to, like, you know, push myself. And also because I think back then if you wanted to join an agency, you, like, I mean, I think still so, you have to prove that you can stream consistently. So,
alright. Well, that was, anyways, that was a bad idea. Oh god, the soup is the worst part. That's the hardest part. Oh god.
Do we have to watch all the way to the end? I think it's just chatting from now on.
What the frick was that?
I guess it's 8 more minutes.
Alright. No one would willingly eat spicy noodles without a reward. I just did that.
That's exactly what I just did.
I just did that. Is my reward the pain? What?
Oh my god. Alright. We'll see it through to the end.
Alright,
we'll see it through to the end. It's only 8 more minutes.
Okay.
I actually wanted to look through more of my streams. I didn't expect us to watch the entirety of my debut stream. But I guess we didn't do it. And I also didn't expect the first VTubing lesson thing to take a whole hour.
I have a bit more time. Is there anything you guys want to see me? Is there anything you guys want to know about me, or do you guys want to see me do on my debut stream before I call it a day? The reward was the fast clear time. I misclicked the button a couple times, so it should have been like under 2 minutes, but I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back in.
What's my best time for that?
I don't know. Maybe I'll retime it back
I don't think I've ever checked what my best time for that spicy noodle speedrun thing is.
Alright.
Maybe it's like just over a minute. I don't know.
That was a terrible idea. Alright.
I know. So, did I script that? Did I script saying that? I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Is there anything I'm
suffering?
What are you planning on stealing the new?
By the way, there was no AC in my room at this time, and I didn't have the fan on.
Typically, I try to.
And all the windows were closed. And my PC was blowing hot air. I want to put that out there. That was the living conditions I was in at the moment.
No, I don't have a persona. I'm not.
And on day 1, I was annoyed about being a persona.
I did enjoy the game, but no, I do not have a persona. I'm not that kind of fan.
Oh my god. Day 1, Kurtis. How dare you? Not how dare you, but of course, never change.
You would be surprised. There's a lot of you would think that there would be a rivalry between detectives and phantom thieves, right? Obviously, the ace detective versus the phantom thief. It's like it's classic. But the thing is that me as a phantom thief, I do a lot of detective work because I have to investigate people. No, don't worry. Persona 5 is an awesome game. Is that? But yeah.
I want to skip ahead to this explanation.
Honestly, because with being a phantom thief, I have to do like a ton of research into people. Figure out who's worthy of stealing.
I still think that being a phantom thief has a lot in common with being an ace detective.
Who I should lay off of.
What if phantom thief work with the police?
Investigate the area. create an infiltration route and a way to get out. It honestly is a lot of detective work. So
yeah, no, I've maintained that all these years.
I guess
I still maintain that.
I guess
think
the line between being a detective and a Phantom Thief would be that the Phantom Thieves aren't Phantom Thieves aren't limited by the law.
There we go. It is. There it is. Yeah, I still stand by that. I still think that being a Phantom Thief isn't. I mean, maybe with the scope of it nowadays, it's a little bit different. Because I'm not so focused on like doing research into people more as I am focused on objects. So it's a little bit less, but it's still detective work at the end of the day.
That was kind of all I had on my agenda.
And now he's done.
That stretches out to 45 minutes, honestly. Well, I guess the first 10 minutes was just
criminal
loading.
activities like stealing. Smile. I'm gonna sit here not talking for the next 4 minutes.
Okay, I think I am.
This is such a sad debut stream.
I think I'm gonna.
No wonder I was always so
Any
determined
cool
to do a re-debut
like
stream every
grappling
year.
hooks?
Just to make it better and better. You like grappling hooks? I have an answer.
What I have is.
What's his answer?
What I
I
usually
want to see what his answer is, and I'm gonna give my answer.
base gear would be a pistol. Hopefully you don't have to use that. A knife, a couple lockpicks, and a rope with a, I guess with a grappling hook in case you need to rappel down, but I don't have like a grappling gun or anything. Obviously that's expensive, but
It's expensive.
when you're trying to get in and out of places as fast as possible, you kind of need to pack light.
You do need to pack light.
I only
That
take
is
as much
true.
as I need.
The lockpicks is canon, yes.
Honestly, that stuff is heavy. Like having like a metal grappling hook already is like what? I think 5-10 pounds. So it's already pretty heavy. So you have to.
I think I came up with like a
pack
special
light.
little gadget for this kind of grappling hook. I don't use it anymore though. I think that's what I'm talking about. My answer nowadays would be more or less the same thing. Although I've gotten a lot more like how do you say Nash swap. I've gotten a lot more elegant with it. The pistol was like I know what he meant by a pistol. It's a rimfire pistol chambered in 22 long rifle. Specifically because 22 long rifle is it's a very low caliber. It's even smaller than 9mm. I realistically do not need a pistol. I do not like. I'm not that kind of criminal. I don't need one. But like, this is literally like the last like break in case of emergency. You need a firearm. I have a pistol. So 22 long a pistol chambered in 22 long rifle, and also because it is quiet enough to be it's quiet enough that even suppressed a rimfire pistol chambered in 22 long rifle, or just 22 long rifle in general, is quiet enough that you don't have to wear ear protection to fire it while it's suppressed, and that actually makes it an ideal choice for a real life hitman, which is not something I should be saying on YouTube. But anyways, that's the reason why that was probably what he meant by pistol. A knife I have since upgraded to a parrying dagger, you know, just because it's more stylish, and it's, again, having a knife or a sharp blade on hand is very useful for like cutting rope, getting into places, or like, I don't know, a knife has always just been helpful for that kind of application. And the reason why I say specifically a parrying dagger is because even though it is an offensive, it is a dagger, it's a knife, it is more of a defensive weapon, or it's more meant to be used for defense. So the whole point of it is that I'm not trying to actually like hurt anyone with this gear. Like if I could carry a shield, I would, but it's too heavy. So a parrying dagger will have to do so I can defend myself. There we go. I've also added a rapier to my collection just because sometimes you need a little bit more in melee, and I'm very weak my upper body strength is not that great. I'm a good runner, but I'm not that good of a fighter. So I've supplemented a parrying dagger with a rapier. It kind of just feels natural too, and it looks good. I've gotten a lot less about being like Sword? Yeah, sword, of course. I am a gentleman thief after all. But yeah, I've since upgraded to a rapier. I don't have a picture, sorry, I can't show you. But, yeah. And I have upgraded. Honestly, I've kind of like gotten around like carrying too much. I mean, at this point, doing a heist, being a phantom thief, is more about the show and the spectacle rather than being practical. And I've gotten a lot more into that than just straight up being practical. I've gotten a lot more into like the whole like fantastical part of it. So I carry a lot more gear now. That I didn't even realize I said that when back then, but I carry a lot more gear now. So I've got obviously like smoke grenades, not like the magical smoke grenades they have in like anime or shows where like you just like throw it down and it pops instantly and makes a big cloud of smoke. I mean like a realistic smoke grenade because I don't think those like the kind of smoke grenades you think like those ones exist. I mean like a real smoke grenade, so I can't just like instantly throw it down and leave somewhere. But those work. And I'm wilding. Yeah, using fencing. Yeah, well it's one-handed. The thing is that a rapier is very all the weight is concentrated is basically in the hand. So a rapier is despite being like the same weight as like a normal longsword, it's a lot more maneuverable in the hand. So it's also for the spectacle, like I was saying. A rapier just kind of fits well with a parrying dagger, and it's more for the spectacle than anything. But having a actual self-defense option is kind of nice, especially with everyone else going around these days, like all these other VTubers that have like literally death and stuff. Like I'm just a normal guy besides all of it, so he was using fencing. Sabers are pretty cool, yeah, no. I just picked up a rapier. It also helps that one of my friends actually ended up taking fencing classes in college, so I can in college, so I ended up practicing with them a little bit. But yeah, yeah, that's like the main three, and then I got like. Yeah, so main three is like a suppressed 22 long rifle rimfire pistol, a parrying dagger, and a rapier, and then additionally, honestly, whatever tools I need for the heist on the day. So like, smoke grenades are a no-brainer, but also like some gadgets. Actually, I don't want to say it because I'd spoil the surprise, but yeah, I use that kind of thing. I've gotten way more used to grappling hooks and stuff. Honestly, sometimes I just carry a pack of like cards in my breast pocket, and I just like throw them in. I'll just like throw it up in someone's face, like as like I guess like almost as like a smoke screen kind of fashion. Not that it's practical, it's just really flashy, and I'm a lot more into the whole flashy side nowadays. Pocket sand, yeah, kind of like that. It's just it's a deck of cards, and of course my calling card, my tarot card. Anyways, that's a whole tangent. But yeah, I know for sure he was thinking of when he said pistol. I know exactly what he was thinking of. And he's gonna sit here for 3 minutes and say stuff. But yeah. Anyways, I've definitely got. I don't stand by that. It's not practical thing anymore. I just do it, even though it is impractical because it looks good.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I'm going to call the stream here.
I swear to God, if he said he was gonna head out, I was gonna lose it.
I'm probably gonna go edit this into an introduction video.
Thank God I never did that. Thank God I never did. Oh my God, if I had.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here.
I'm flinking into the
Wednesday
camera.
at 3.
I did do a stream where oh my gosh, there was this one YouTuber called 𝐂𝐄𝐍𝐈𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐘. I remember one time they did a stream where they just sat into the camera and stared at you for like an hour. So I did that. It was like earlier this year too. It was like right before I debuted the new model. I just did a stream where I just sat in silence, playing like really awkward BGM, just staring at the camera.
30-ish.
If you want to see, yes,
around 3:30-ish.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Sorry.
Thank God.
6:30 Pacific time.
I think it was just like an hour of.
I'll be going live with playing Thief.
Oh my gosh.
Also, my day was pretty good, I guess.
I guess.
This is the most eventful thing that happened. You know what? Actually, I was so pumped.
Yeah,
for,
nice. I love that.
I was so pumped
me.
for this stream today. I did not sleep at all last night.
Did I wait? Did I go into this for 0 hours?
I think at
no
most.
way.
I don't really think I slept at all. I was so excited because I've been planning this for like a year.
Oh, I love him.
So, I was
he's trying his best.
And also because I was coughing a lot, because I caught a cold. I'm not sure how much sleep my roommate got.
I was really looking forward to this though. I was looking forward to this so much. I spent an entire day, an entire 8 grueling hours in front of my computer trying to figure out how to make a city in Blender for my starting screen. Literally the day before I think this debut stream. I was really trying. I spent so much time trying to create a stream overlay that I thought looked good. It was good for the time, I think. I was proud enough of it that I made it my actual computer wallpaper. But I look back on it, I don't like the gradient. I don't think the red or the purplish tones at the top work well with the blue I have going on. But I tried so hard. I tried so hard to do everything myself, to make a decent looking stream overlay, to be ready for this, to have streams. To have a thing. Oh my god. He tried so hard. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional now. I'm actually tearing up a little. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. I'm just crying. Oh my god. He tried so hard. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god, I'm actually crying. Like I can't do it. Oh my god. I need a tissue. Hold on. I need to go get a tissue. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. This is a new feeling. I don't think I felt like this before. Oh my god. I'm not sad. I'm really happy actually. I'm so happy. I want to. I want to tell him so bad what his future's gonna be like. All the people he's gonna meet. All the work he's gonna put into things. How much he's gonna grow. I want to tell that to him so much. Because I know what. Wow, I didn't expect this. I know what it was like for him. I know there were days when I just, like, when I just did a stream and there were no viewers, and then I would put on my brave face and I would go through a whole 2-3 hour stream, and then I would end it, and then I would just go to bed. I know I know that he pushed through all of that too. And I can't believe I'm actually crying. But I'm so happy because I'm not just happy for him, but I'm happy for me too, because with those words, I know that after all those years, I kept that promise to myself alive, that I wouldn't forget where I came from, and that, you know, I'm still the same person that I was back then. I'm still makes me so happy that that same excitement, I still have it. I still have it. It makes me so happy to know that I still have all the hopes, all of the drive and everything I had, even on day one. Oh my god. I've never felt this way before. I've never, I guess. This is so new to me. Oh my god. Hi, Dark Shadow. Thank you. Thank you. It's been. I never even thought of these past 4 years as hard. It literally just dawned on me how hard these last 4 years were. But the thing is that it never felt like it was hard, because I never thought of it as being hard. I was always so excited to stream, to improve, to do new things. You know, to live up to all the sparkles and shining of the VTubers that I had been watching. I always wanted to do that kind of thing as well. And, you know, I never thought of it as hard because I was always so excited to do that kind of thing. And I still am. And it makes me so happy to know that the feelings I had back then are still the same. Oh my gosh. Alright. Okay. Okay. It feels nice, I guess. It's not, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. I don't know. I don't think I've felt this way before. Okay. I don't know if I can take watching more streams. I think maybe I had a plan to like go through a bunch of my old streams and watch them through, but maybe this just feels like such a good place to end stream though. I'm sorry. I can't talk anymore. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just. I'm not sad. I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it's a mix, but I feel so incredibly happy. You know what? Well, I think this would be a good place to end stream. A good reflection point for to end on. Wow. I didn't expect to get that emotional. Not at all. I really didn't. Maybe it was a good thing I waited 4 years before watching my own debut stream. Wow. I'm so proud. Okay. But I do think this is a good stopping point. This is a good time to, this is a good time to look at. I'm so glad we looked back today. Oh my god, I think my headphones are wet from tears. I don't remember the last time I cried. Not that that's like really a bad thing. I'm usually just like pretty like not that outwardly emotional, I guess. But wow. But it makes sense. I've always considered my own channel to be a place where I can just be myself and just do the things that whatever I wanted to do. And honestly, having the one time where I just get so suddenly emotional about I'm kind of glad I was here on my own stream anyways, because it's not that I don't want to cry, it's more like I just don't really ever feel like crying. I mean sometimes I've tried to cry, but I just can't force myself to do it. But I'm so glad that one time it just spills out. It's on my own stream. But alright. This is a good reflection point. I like this. He's so bright. Oh my gosh. That was a look through the past. That was today's event. I just want to take a look and reflect and see in what respects am I the same, in what respects have I changed. And I guess it's good. I feel it feels nice to know that I'm still the same person underneath it all after all these years. Okay. But man, there's so many things that I want to talk about. The things that came up, the present, where we're at now, but how like everything we talked about today, how all the things in the past led up to this moment that we're having here now. But I think we're gonna save that for tomorrow, because tomorrow is our new outfit reveal. We're gonna be focusing on, I think, the now, what I've accomplished in the moment, just like celebrating in the moment. Looking at where I am, like today. Even though I've been here for 4 years, I just want to take a time to reflect to see where I stand, here, and it's always the balancing point between the past and the future, the median point. I'm so excited to show this off. I've been working on this for a very long time. I guess some things never change, huh? But yeah, and then on Sunday we'll be looking towards the future. Actually, tomorrow is going to be a very eventful day. Not only is it my 4th anniversary, and I'm hoping we can make it a really good one. It's also Pun's. He came in the stream earlier. It's also Pun's debut day. He just happened to pick that day as his debut day to be a VTuber. So that's gonna be fun.
If we finish early, I might go right over to him. I hope we. I tried to stream it. I tried to schedule it so if after 2 hours he should still be streaming, but cake involved is just ice cream. You know what? That depends how I feel tomorrow morning when I'm preparing. If I wanna grab whatever I wanna grab, maybe it'll be ice cream. I think I'll grab an ice cream or something. But yeah, we'll be celebrating the present, I guess, tomorrow. Just enjoying ourselves where we are now, having a new outfit, and everything. And Sunday will be a look towards the future. Or what did I call it? As we step into the future. There we go. Ice cream speedrun? We can. Yeah, honestly. Do we guest appearance? Maybe we can. But we can. I mean, I don't know if I want to do a whole liter and a half of ice cream. I'm not ready for that. No, I'm very much not ready for a whole liter and a half of ice cream. But we could do a small sub. I can do an incorporate. We can start a new thing. We can do an incorporated spicy noodle and ice cream speedrun where I have to do both and then we can make that a new thing maybe. That's a good idea. But I'm gonna end today's stream here. I'm so glad. I'm so happy that all of you could be here with me. Whether you're watching this in the future or right now, that you could that we could take a look through this. We could take some time to look through the past and remember all the things that led me up to this moment. Okay. I'll end stream now. Wait, hold on. You want to rate anyone? I did work hard to get into a position where I could raid people. Is Sonic Crossworlds Racing out? Let's go raid Plum. Here. It's been a while since I raided anyone. Let's go raid Plum. Here. We have a raid message. I worked so hard to get the I worked really hard. I guess not so hard, but I worked really hard to be able to raid people. I wanted to raid people for so long. It's gonna be stacked. I hope so. Raid alert. Steal the show. Okay, so when stream ends, you're automatically going to be redirected over to Plum Stream. If you're not automatically redirected, just make sure to click the little prompt in the chat. But I'm gonna go get some rest. Get some rest for tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll see the new outfit. I can't wait to celebrate another whole year with you guys. All right. Bye bye. See you guys later. Say hi to Plum for me. Bye bye.